This cave, I suppose you can even call it a cave, is bizarre. It's fascinating on so many levels, but also terrifying. There's a mix of all sorts of things here. I don't know what to make of it. There's demonic symbols on the floor, but then there's holy symbols in a room. It doesn't make a whole lot of sense. What also makes less sense is when I tried to decompose that poor woman's body and she started talking to me. That's going to haunt my nightmares for the next week, I think. As well as the kids. The kids with those bugs in their stomach. Ugh.
We're in the dungeon, cave, stronghold, whatever. It's old. It's older than the witch. We've somehow managed to touch everything that we shouldn't touch and miss everything that we probably should have touched. Nearly killed 2 children. Our entire purpose here is to save the children. Failed to convince the witch because people are just going back and forth about the same thing. Now she's run away to God knows where, so that's going well. Got thrown up in the air on my way in, beaten and bludgeoned by a giant copy of myself, and now there's a bear trying to kill us, which is delightful. Oh, also a vampire to add into the fun. I like to go home now. I don't like being down here at all.
Both found yourself in this cavernous room with this old dead tree branches reaching to the ceiling. A bunch of them snapped off, broken on the ground, making it very difficult to stealth. However, some of you have managed to do that, set up an ambush for this old, weird, hunched looking, probably human at one time thing. However, she has some kind of green magics that allow her to shapeshift, and she has become this massive black bear pinned in the corner by Acrio and Amrita, while this blood-starved vampire has climbed up the walls, down the trees, and is currently going for Lorelei's throat. And Lorelei, it is your turn.
Starting strong. Oh boy. Like, in trying to bat this thing away from me, I'm just gonna fling radiant fire at its face. Just nice. Get away! Get away!
Yeah, that's a natural 1.
I'd love to see it.
So 5 radiant. It's a brief blitz of light in its face, but it screeches and pulls back, arms, up against the trunk of this dead tree, as you see it almost start to scurry upward, but only momentarily before it begins to leap back at Lorelei. Asuriel, you're on the opposite side of the tree seeing that.
Stein, why are you so red?
Because we're in combat.
Guess you're not wrong. I'm gonna mind slither it.
It is somewhat feral and not super intelligent right now, so yeah.
Hey.
And then hide again.
And it will take a D4 on its next saving throw. Subtracted, should someone subject it to a saving throw. And yeah, Suriel, not entirely hidden, but, ducked up behind the opposite side of the tree.
Just not in full view.
Cillian, however, is hidden from all the other enemies within this little cavernous space.
Can I walk up to this vampire and still be in stealth, or do I need to?
Oh yeah, I mean, yeah, you can use your movement. It would be like leaping out of a hidden position.
Sure.
Because it doesn't know you're coming, effectively. So yeah,
then I'll click one of the short swords from my back, pull it, brush towards the feral vampire. Then I'll stab it in his back.
You could add flanking, but that's not necessary.
Oh, that's
that's sad.
Oh boy.
That is sad.
That is
okay,
sad.
but as I do, you see a guy that kind of looks like Cillian, with ponytail, long face, doing like the exact same motion as he used one of my whales.
Ooh.
Is this
What?
Reigen?
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Hello?
What?
Never seen him before.
Yeah, it's because he's
Looks
dead.
like Cillian.
So
I mean, many people.
even the
feel like-
silver blades, vampires without some kind of like magic enchantment still resist even Avacyn's silver, as well as the necrosis. You do see Reigen's strike hit, but it's the same as yours. It doesn't pierce near as much as you would like, because vampires are not something to be trifled with. But it is a little bit.
A little bit helps.
Acrio and Amrita both still have this bear roaring, beating down on them with massive claws, but have it pinned up against the corner here.
I'm gonna use my last second level spell slot. And I'm gonna cast magic weapon on Cillian's weapon
Okay.
so that he can start hurting.
Does that have to
now.
be touch, or can you do that from where you are?
Fuck, it is touch.
Shit!
Thank you. But also, fuck you.
Not my fault! Read your damn spells!
Okay, then I guess I'm not using magic weapon. I'm gonna inflict wounds into this bear.
Wait, and inflict wounds?
Yes, I have inflict wounds.
Nice. What is that? I don't think Acrio's ever done that before. What is that?
Yeah.
It is so
Yeah.
funny that Acrio has that right now, Lorelei doesn't. It's really funny.
So instead of it like manifesting this dark energy, he like puts his hand up to the bear, and you see like violet wisps of light getting sucked out of it and going into Acrio, away from the bear, and the bear, like the wound like festers as he sucks the radiant life energy out of it, effectively dealing necrosis.
It's that moment where you see like rapid aging and the flesh starts to wither and it just looks a little more gaunt in this stunned moment. However, you are going to need to make a melee spell attack.
Yeah.
Bears aren't super hard hit, they are massive.
Oh!
That makes up for my alpha sneak attack.
Oh shit!
Okay. Yeah. You wither that bear down to non-existence.
Yeah!
It's incredibly like thin, large, muscular back, just starting to like show protruding bones as the fur starts to slump off of it onto the ground and coming off in like dusty patches. The crone-like witch inside just bursts out from this shape, just screeching at you as the bear form is demolished completely.
Yeah, I forgot there was something in that.
I was about to say.
Celebrate a bit too early on that.
She is
Christmas cracker.
still very bloodied, especially by that, but yeah, she's that was a bad time for her.
Do I recall? Did she have melee attacks earlier when she was?
She's used her kind of like long nails to cut the rope on the vampire, but she hasn't physically attacked you.
Okay, I'm gonna back off one.
Yes, that's a good idea because I'm gonna have to make a save on my turn.
Yeah.
She will make one claw attack, just for the funsies.
No.
No, she won't.
Yeah, just hits the back of hits a pauldron.
You get like that chalkboard noise as the claws go down the metal. Yeah, and then I'll slap magic weapon
Well,
on.
you'll
That's
have
a bonus
to
action.
but it's also a leveled spell. You can only do one of those per round or per turn.
Shit. You're right. Fuck. Damn it. I hate this. I'll stand menacingly.
Can't get your combo.
Just standing there.
Basically, what Cillian would see, not only did Amrita transform and was the first one to go back the witch bear thing in the corner, but her claws, they are flaming, like what he's seen with her eyes and stuff too with her weapons. That's what her claws look like now as well, with all 3 of the eyes.
Cillian looks impressed.
What is the save?
A sanity saving throw, please. Being bloodied. And succeed. Maintain pristine control.
Yeah, I like to think she almost feels so much pulling at her mentally and everything, but she balls the fiery claws and into sort of these fists before unleashing her fury and everything. It's like, you're gonna pay for what you did to those kids.
She will just bat. It's like you do hit, but it's like hands kind of like locked together. You've got this massive like clawed werewolf hand, this weird misshapen like long fingernails hardened into claws herself, and she's able to parry that. But you do have a bonus action attack as well. Nice, and she is not resistant to anything, so 11.
This looks so cool in my head right now, where it's like I imagine they're holding hands in one claws and it's just like swipe across the stomach or some shit.
It's like it's like like fire everywhere. Fuck yeah.
Hell yeah.
Kaiju battle.
Best werewolves on fire.
Oh my god.
As she takes this claw attack to her stomach, and you see her blood starting to pool around her feet, all of your senses crackling, Amrita, as you hear every drop, every like crunch of people stepping on the sticks of this tree, the screeches and screams. You can smell the blood in the air and the fire off of your claws. This misshapen witch will kind of shove you back somewhat, releasing your one hand, huddling back into the wall somewhat, and just say, "Lyshajra will hear of this. She will hear." And she looks over to the vampire. "Kill him all!" And you see as all of you kind of like turn, hearing her, screech as she vanishes from existence.
Damn it!
And the strange thing is, Amrita, you can't even really smell her anymore. You can't even detect her blood. It's like it's there, but it's incredibly, incredibly faint.
Oh.
You fucking coward! Oh shit, though, that feels terrifying. Out of character, I'm terrified.
I will say on your next sanity check, you will have advantage because of the nat 20, so I'll give you that benefit from that, because that is, you are maintaining control very well. However, this pretty vampire is very thirsty.
Not pretty, ugly!
Only one creature within range is bleeding profusely. It will kind of twist so that the silver sword comes out of its back as it like leaps off the side of the tree down onto Lorelei.
Ah.
It's not going to attack you, but it will wrap its arm around your throat into a grapple as all of you see its mouth open like disturbingly wide, and the teeth almost look like they're extending out of the gums.
Ah.
Hey!
How do you block this?
As it like tries to go for her neck, she's just gonna reach out with both of her hands and just like grab like the top of its head and just hold it back. Like the last remaining best strength that she has, just no.
Mm-hmm.
Like King Kong it and then just rip its mouth open.
I wish I could.
It's your turn. Do it.
Holding.
Melee attack. Crit.
I don't.
inflict wounds, jaw rip.
I don't have inflict wounds.
If you got anything with saving throws.
I do. I'm gonna sacred flame it again. Like as I'm holding it, I'm just gonna try and just like burn from the palms.
Yeah,
Torch it.
minimum, or 7 is the best it can do, or less. With the mind sliver, yeah, just from within your hands, holding it back, there's that like radiant light starts to shine. You guys can see it like shining out its ears and the eyes from the other angles.
Let's just try another mind sliver, because trying anything else right now might not be a good idea. Why?
Icy 3 damage.
Wow.
However, with the radiance flashing directly in its face and the bombardment of its mind, you can all see that it, from every orifice on its skull, begins to bleed profusely, and it is now bloodied. And yeah, Cillian, how are you going to react to being splattered with vampire blood?
Smile.
Put it down.
Did I see Acrio's intentions? Could I read that he wanted to imbue me?
You can tell that he's like reaching for your weapon, and considering he just created this weapon, you think, oh, he must know something about it that you don't.
Yeah,
It's pretty easy to
exactly.
read.
So I'll go in for a feint and hold my action until after Acrio.
Gotcha.
All right, get your weapon, baby.
Asshole.
All right, magic weapon
Oh, yeah.
on Cillian, and then I'll do a heckin' smash.
Becky.
I won't do a smash.
A little too focused on the casting of this,
All right, Cillian, fuck him up.
imbuing this divine blessing into the silver sword.
Yeah.
But yeah, your attack doesn't quite hit. However, Cillian is able to make his.
+1. But
Went
you
in for the
have to-
feint, had my weapon high, Acrio imbued it, so the family tree that's on it just shoots lights up,
Ooh.
and I drop it into my left hand and go for a stab.
Oh, the aria. Love it.
A
Mhm.
Oh, that's
19,
Yeah.
but that doesn't matter.
Damn.
Fuck him up.
So that'll be +1, so a total of 17. Ouch.
Unresisted damage.
Completely and totally unresisted damage. Amrita, the target of your bloodlust has vanished. You can't even get a scent of her anymore, so I will need you to make another sanity save, with advantage though.
Double nat 1. Double nat 1.
Shut the fuck up, Tristan.
Damn it. Hey, I'm the one who's gonna die if she goes crazy.
Well, 21, she seems to continue to maintain her control over the situation.
I'm pretty sure my sword also still has the crimson right on it because wait, you can only have it on one item, right?
No, I don't think so. It's just you have to reduce your HP every time you put it on an item, so I think it would still be on the sword as well, yeah.
Yeah, it's still on the sword, so haha. But yeah, it'll definitely go away from the claw. She quickly just seeing that happen. It's like so they see that and she grabs her blade, runs over and goes to stab.
Back in
the
human
vampire,
form.
still bleeding, but in her human form.
Nice.
Yep.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Not magical slashing, but even still. The fire burns through the leathery, like papery flesh of this vampire. Still has
Ah.
Lorelei grappled.
Ah,
Yeah.
shit.
So yeah, it's going to try to get a nice tasty beverage out of her.
That is just my AC because I'm
Mhm.
bloodied.
Only 9 points of piercing.
Yeah, because of the magic that I got
Mhm.
earlier. Hell
So,
yeah.
Well, okay, so what happens? Yeah, you take 9 points of piercing as the vampire's teeth bite into your neck. You feel it like pierce and pull at your flesh. as you're being drained, that necrosis, you can feel the life transference as it does regain that amount of hit points. However, that strange burst of magic, that twisted perversion that happened when you had struck that child earlier that had the weird worm inside it, causes you to actually regain some of that back. You actually heal somewhat. The wounds, as soon as the teeth come out, everyone can see that the wounds, there's like this black shimmer over them as they all start to seal back up. So you will actually regain 4 points of necrotic damage.
I only take 5 overall.
Effectively. However, your hit point maximum is still reduced by the 4.
Okay.
So make a note of that.
Okay.
Strangely, Lorelei still looks
magic
relatively okay. There's some kind of weird magic going on that nobody exactly understands. The vampire specifically is confused, but licking its bloody teeth. As it will use its second attack to lash out at the werewolf in the room.
Well, I'm a human now again, but yes.
Well, yes, but it knows that you are a werewolf.
Yes, that makes sense.
Attack, kill, maim.
Destroy.
Takes 10 points of slashing damage. Reduced to 5, because you are resistant to it.
That puts me at 5. Da, da, da.
You're at 5 HP.
Yep.
What?
Yep.
You're actually at 7, but
Man.
yeah, because 12 minus 5 is 7. However,
But
Lorelei, as you felt this intense, like, set of emotions, as you feel yourself being drained, but then this weird black magic that heals you, and then glancing over to see Amrita getting caught with these vampiric claws, drawing back memories of other vampires you've had to encounter in the past. How's she going to react to all of this?
Ooh, I'm gonna just grab its head again and just try and just crush it with radiance, with another sacred flame. Just gonna try and... Ugh, not great.
Having gotten its fill of blood, you still see it like dripping down its face. It suddenly moves with far more virility than it had before. You can see the life kind of like returning to its flesh that had been like kind of weird and like wrinkled and dead looking, starting to like fill out again. And it moves out of the way of your hands.
Alright. Move here. Firebolt right between these two.
Okay.
Hurry up, running off.
No.
Unfortunately, that is just going to clip Acrio's armor, glance off it, and not make a connection with the vampire itself.
It's the shoulder, and then like ricochets off the helmet. His head bobs to the side a bit, hits the ceiling.
Echo's like, what are you doing?
Just fucking aim.
And then she hides in shame behind Cillian.
Yep.
It was actually Cillian who did it. Cillian has firebolt now.
Sure do. I'll just go in for a normal slash. Get Hacker off of Lorelei. And can I technically grab the other one and two-hand it, even though one of the proficiency bonus or damage added just dies?
You can, yes, on this turn. You will actually add your proficiency to attacks. You just don't add any dexterity bonus to your damage to it.
Okay, cool.
Oh, hey, you can't two-hand.
So I'll grab the other one. Oh, no, you know, I'll go in for another for first slash first before I grab the other one.
16.
Nice.
Yep. With the
So
magic
after
bonus.
slashing in one motion, I started grab with my left hand, the other one from my back. Keep on slashing for a win.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll just roll d6.
Yeah, we can set you up an Argon offhand attack. Yeah, so that one not being magic doesn't affect it quite as much, but it is still, it is desperate. I will put it that way. Shrieking and like starting to claw its way up the side of the tree, looking for an escape route.
That's almost worse than it being bloodied because it can crit really easily now.
Just kill it.
Just crit it first.
Yeah.
Bring the hammer down.
Just gonna die, please.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's way more than it had. Fire damage alone would kill it. So how do you want to do this?
Just as it's like climbing up the tree, Acrio just brings his hammer back, almost hitting Cillian with it, and then just swings it forward and just squishes the head against the tree. Paste.
Nice. You're all left alone in this room as the paste of this vampire starts to slide down the bark.
Delicious.
Amrita, you're sniffing the air, looking for signs on the ground. There should be a blood trail leading off from where that witch thing had been, but there's not. And that is perplexing as much as it is frustrating.
Is there a chance this fucker comes back?
I think she's going to tell whoever else is here.
Sure, but I'm talking about the dead body in front of us right now.
Oh, I don't think it's coming back.
I have no idea how vampires work.
Yeah, like I grab the corpse, like wiggle it around a bit because there's like no head on it, and then just kind of toss it to the ground.
Yeah, Amrita.
The arm twitches as you do that, and everybody kind of.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, Amrita will slap her blade with the flame on it to just kind of singe what's left of the body.
Crispy.
Crispy.
I'll meander on over here, see if she's left any notes of locations or otherwise behind.
There are no notes, not really any papers at all. It's hard to tell exactly what she was doing. She had vampires roped down to the top of a sarcophagus, a bunch of candles kind of around. It's really a weird, some kind of witchy ceremony thing or experiment. You don't know.
Okay, let me get this straight. We have not. These are pathways, right? That we have not been to.
We were just down that way.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah. So this is the direction you would come from.
Yeah.
This is a door. There. Yeah. To the west, there's a door that has remained closed this entire time. This is just a little enclave. You know, there's a couple of these little with other tombs of some ancient order that existed here long before the witches took up residence.
That's a hell no automatically, but yeah. There's a door over here. I wonder if they could have gone through it.
It would have opened, right?
Make sure there's no traps or anything. First, there's been a lot down here.
Are we sure we're still in shape to fight?
Well, I guess me and Cillian will take up the front. Us two look the least shit eating.
What if she's still behind us there?
Right, good point. You go first, I'll take up the rear.
Right, do that. I'll check out the door for traps.
Make an investigation check.
I'm gonna listen to see if I hear any movement, even if we can't see or smell anything. I'm just gonna put an ear out.
So, Amrita, you don't hear or sense anything of that creature. Human, if it was once, maybe that had changed into the bear. On the other side of the door, you think you hear like a shift, like a knock of something, but it's very faint. As Cillian's going over, doesn't appear to be any traps or hazards on the door itself. It is locked, but it's a fairly heavy iron banded door.
I don't think we should open that.
Why not?
I don't know. It's heavy. It kind of looks like it's made to keep stuff in, maybe.
Keep stuff
Fuck,
trapped
that's a
either
good
way.
point.
I don't hear anything else over there, but there was some kind of sounded like a knock. It could be on that other side, but we have to find that witch and that creature. But damn it!
I just very nervously press my ear to the lock.
Might want to knock on the door, disturb anything that might be in there first.
Sure.
Maybe they'll open the door from the other side. Maybe they're welcoming guests.
Oh no, sure. Sure, there's lovely welcoming hosts, sir. I don't see any other way forward though. So if it's made to keep something in, I mean,
It's somewhere someone might be hiding. We gotta open the doors one way or another.
try.
So, yeah.
You're gonna go ahead and try to pick it.
Mm-hmm.
Thieves' tools.
I'll slap a guidance on him before he starts that. Just
Sure. I'll
if
allow
that'll
it.
help.
Sure, that'll help.
If he has a
I
struggle,
mean-
Amrita will give it a try, since she has her own tools as
There
well.
you go.
How would you say Cillian almost fails this?
I think you would just sort of be overzealous and just sort of keep talking to the group, and I think Reigen sort of nudges it in the right direction without him even noticing.
Gotcha. And then, yeah, the little bit of guidance from Acrio as he's over your shoulder, just like listening to you, nodding as you keep talking. Like, yes, hurry up, and guidance. And yeah, with all of this extra focus, you are able to get the door open. On the other side of which, you find statues on the walls up against either side in various states of disrepair, some of which are basically crumbled. And in the far side of the room, there are these corpses stacked high, and some of them wrapped in shrouds, some of them just exposed. You're all immediately hit with this stench. And Amrita, you start to hear that like crackling, knocking sound again. As Cillian, you step inside, and from this pile of corpses, they start to shift and form into this massive, undead, slightly rotten flesh covered undead thing with the head of a steer, the eyes which start to glow as it's like pulling itself out of the corpses. What are you guys gonna do?
Cillian,
the door.
Close the door!
Yeah,
Cillian,
that's
hurry up.
immediately what I do. I move out and I close the door.
Lock it, quick.
I'll try to lock it if I still can.
Okay.
Did you see anything in there?
Oh, I saw a lot of things in there.
Just as he slams the door behind him.
Hear movement. No, we definitely know not to go
Sticks,
through that door.
As you start like jamming something into the locking mechanism, you feel the impact and shuddering as something on the other side slams into it. You all can see the door dent slightly as the sound echoes through this chamber, but it is heavy enough to hold.
For now.
Alright, so statues, corpses, fucking mega undead thing.
What's the plan?
Don't go in there.
Because three,
Yes,
I'll be
thank
honest.
you.
Three of us are looking really worse for wear right now. Do we want to go in there?
Did we see
What
a
other
door in
ways
there?
are?
Did you see a door?
Did I see a door?
No.
Ah,
Seemed more like a repository.
Well, then I don't know where we could have gone then, or where we
Uh,
could have
you
gone.
do
Spirally
know-
thing.
You do know, Amrita, you did hear when you first entered this place a dripping, like trickling water to the
So we're gonna have
south,
to follow
which
the
none of you
water
have
then.
none of you have gone that direction.
Do we have a
That's
path
the
to
only
the
other
south?
knowledge you know.
I don't
Yeah,
know.
we're-
Did we go to the south, or is the water?
No,
in
you
the
just you haven't
south?
gone that direction. You heard sounds from that way, but you've never gone that way.
Okay, it's like, well, I think maybe the last bet could be where I had heard that water earlier. It'll take us a while to get back closer to the entryway, but that's the only way. We have not decided to travel, and it may be our only option.
to eventually get out anyway.
I can point in the direction and help us not to get lost from where we've already gone. Everything else is roundabout, so we want to avoid going those ways again.
Hey, do I know if I can focus on the casting time of a spell even if I'm walking?
Depends on the spell. What are you trying to do?
Prayer of healing.
Yeah, no.
Okay.
You guys will have to sit down and take some time for that.
Oh no! You're healed.
Stepping out of this space with the dead tree, you're all back in that room with the demonic symbols on the floor, that main cavern with the stairs and the skull candles bordering them. You can all see in the light of these candles and such, well, first of all, the symbols. There's a raised dais with like an open tomb sitting on top of it, several bouquets of flowers over on this one, as well as very faintly, because you are on the opposite side of the room, these tables with bodies strapped to them, all, wrapped in shrouded cloth laid over the face, but they are the ones that were buckled down to the tables.
Does this open sarcophagus look at all reminiscent of the one where I'd seen that woman that spoke to me?
It's similar.
Oh. I think there might
So
be another
don't
cursed
touch it.
person in that.
I'm going to quietly move around, but listen to the sound for the water again and anything else that might be lurking in this area.
It's difficult because you've got that thumping blood pumping through your ears as you're barely hanging on. You kind of like fade in and out. You do hear the sounds of the water you had heard to begin with. From down here, there's kind of like stalactites and stuff blocking it, but enough space you can push through. Acrio, in the light of your lantern, moving through, keeping it hid, looking in every direction, you see the glint of that purple gem yet again.
Whoa,
in the
that's
midst
so
of
weird.
this red spiral.
I completely forgot. There was like a purple gem over there. It's so weird. You guys just want to check it out? It kind of looks interesting.
Well, interesting here means deadly.
I didn't notice it before. It's so weird.
I mean, if
Also,
you
it
want
might be a
to-
portal. I don't know. I don't study witchcraft.
Does that crystal look like something Amrita might have seen in a book?
I mean, it looks like an amethyst. I don't know how well studied she is on geology, but
Fair point.
Me want touch purple amethyst thing.
What good do you think will come of it?
Well, it might be a portal to the witch's chamber. You never know.
Or it could be a portal to your death.
It could.
to re-describe, this room is not one that was built in the old, style of some of these chambers you found down here. It is completely, what am I trying to think? Natural cave. Part of it's collapsed. There are these two statues on the north end of the wall, kind of, both showing different images of like motherly, symbology, at the base of which there are two women disemboweled, laying face down in their own blood.
Disemboweled how?
Like, whole torso ripped open, sort of.
Okay, so not specifically like the gel-bearing organs.
I mean, maybe those would definitely have been disrupted as well.
Disrupted.
Womb. I was looking for the word womb.
I think now it's my time to exit this conversation in this Zoom meeting. Bye.
I
Alright,
see two
excellent.
options here. Either it's something to help us, or it potentially injures me in some way, shape, or form.
Which is terrible.
If that's what you think will be beneficial, or to take back to whatever order it is you come from, that's
No,
up to
don't
you.
condone this. Don't condone him hurting himself.
What is it? Is it literally just a free-sitting amethyst? Or is it like
I mean,
embedded?
it's kind of, I wouldn't say it's embedded, but the ground has been like chipped out so that it sets in the ground. You can tell, it's kind of crude work. And then, yeah, from painted in the same red that you have seen of these other demonic symbols, starting from that, just spiraling out on the ground.
Innistra's gonna put her hand on his back and just whatever he does, cast guidance.
Why are we letting him do this?
Because it might help us, and I'm going to pick up the amethyst.
No!
You reach down. It's, it's not incredibly big, gemstones are worth quite a bit, being small. You're no jeweler, so you're not exactly sure what this would be worth in terms of like value if it were cut. It's an uncut gem, but yeah, with your gauntleted hand, takes a bit to kind of pick it out of the indentation on the ground, but you are able to remove it, hold it up to the light of your lantern.
Looks like I'm gonna look at it. Probably need to throw a body into this to set it off, whatever it does. I don't know. This is just a amethyst.
All right.
And you know what? That part I don't want to know is what happens if we put one of these bodies in this circle. And I'm gonna
let's definitely not do that.
Yeah.
Consequences. Now about that water in the distance.
Yeah. Water.
You might have disrupted whatever ritual this was set up for.
Usually they make very loud sounds when they're disrupted, like Guam.
Oh, sure.
Not Acrio it all today.
Shit all about magic. Let's go find that water.
Very magical.
Wait, so this is the gap to go through, I think.
Mm-hmm. Can I have whoever's up front, Cillian and Amrita, both make a perception check, please?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, it's dark, and Amrita's not really waiting for the light from the lantern. So Cillian, you're having a hard time making out. You can kind of hear what she's talking about, but your eyes cutting through the dark. Amrita, you look, you don't see anything out of place on the ground. There's, cobwebs and shit up ahead, which you can warn Cillian about if you would like. However, you also glance upward, just almost on a whim, and you see the ceiling of this next chamber is entirely tar black and shimmering in what little bit of light flickers through these stalactites, highly reminiscent of those black mimicking acid things that you had to fight.
A lot of cobwebs. I'm sure you'd love to tangle with those, Cillian. But on a serious note, up ahead further, there appears to be more of that strange tar-looking stuff.
We avoid that? Do we have to touch it to attack us, or?
I feel like taking that amethyst and going under the black goopy slime, I feel like going under it is a much worse idea.
Maybe throw it out, see how it reacts?
It couldn't hurt. That way they could go after that, but then who knows? We're running out of time.
How does ooze sense things?
The last time I poked it, so...
You would sense that, yeah.
Is there a long stick around?
There are plenty of rocks on the ground. Just get a pebble.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Throw a pebble at the ceiling. I'll do that. I'll provoke the angry monster.
Okay.
No.
Better than it falling on us.
I guess.
So yeah, you're gonna pick up a little stone and chuck it at the ceiling?
Yeah. Underhand, right up to it.
As it impacts the black, you start to see a little smoke fizzling out, which doesn't have anywhere to go, so it just kind of like goes across the ceiling as the pebble is mostly burned away, and you see these gloops of it start to slide across the ceiling toward you, and then you roll initiative.
Nice. Glad I walked to the front in the last moments. But I'm not glad this can destroy my armor.
This is pain.
All right, Amrita, you're up for tanking.
What?
You don't need more than 5 HP. It hasn't been an hour, right?
Since.
Magic weapon.
Oh no, it's been like 20 minutes.
Okay.
Here. Firebolt.
Burn, baby, burn. Oh, dang. Spicy.
Damn, burn, baby, burn.
Nice. Yeah, you watch as the stone pebble, is mostly dissolved in the acid, and just immediate reaction from behind Acrio, just throw this little mote of fire up at it.
And then stand way the fuck back.
It is definitely burned.
Not again.
It's interesting the way the fire is absorbed, but the light shimmers across the face of it. It's like looking at the surface of a lake, but upside down on the ceiling. Yeah, and Amrita, you've kind of moved behind one of the stalagmites.
How many feet away is this thing?
About 15 feet up on the ceiling, 15 to 20 feet from where you're standing. And it's spread out, covering much of the ceiling. It hasn't really taken a form yet. It's still congealing itself.
I'm definitely not going to utilize fire, since we knew what happened last time I used fire.
That's definitely not what happened last time.
It wasn't the fire.
Oh,
It was the sword.
weapon.
It was
the
the
sword
slashing.
split
Sword,
it. Yeah.
yeah, because it's slashing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you watched
It's
Asuriel's
different.
fire a second ago.
It's different.
Sizzle.
Hang on, it's different if it's piercing, though, right?
Yeah,
Or is it
piercing
the same?
doesn't seem to have the same effect as the slashing did.
All right, then I'm just gonna stick with that, and it's not gonna have the right on it, but yeah. Pew.
The arrow is completely wasted, unrecoverable, but you see as it hits and starts to dissolve, the creature, this ooze, kind of spreads out from it. The shaft of the arrow just falls and hits the ground, but it reacts rather violently to the puncture. And yeah, Cillian, it's up on the ceiling, not near anyone, so you've got to take that into account.
Yeah, I do. Did I see last time, because I wasn't there, if you, not that I can do it this round, but if you stab something, does it corrode your weapon immediately, or is that decently okay to just stab it?
If it's not an arrow or something when you're needles, it would probably dissolve. If you were to lunge and poke it real quick, it wouldn't have an effect. It wouldn't damage your weapon.
Okay.
Plus, it's silver. Silver's inert or something, I think.
Sure.
Science.
Nice.
So, then I don't know if this works, if I can hide from news, but I'll try to break this vision by going behind the stalagmite. Try to bonus action stealth if you allow it.
So you could, but I'm not going to have you roll because it has blind sight out to far further than you are. So yeah, you can try to hide, but as soon as you peek out, you can't really tell where it's looking, but you still don't have any bonus, unfortunately, to that.
Sure, but he wouldn't know, so I'll just throw.
Yeah, exactly.
I'll throw one of the needles. Dissolve them. Wipe it
Bye, needle friend.
Again, it reacts somewhat violently to the puncture, but yeah, the needle dissolves in this puff of steam, and it doesn't really, still hasn't formed itself into anything. It's kind of divided its attention as everybody's kind of bombarding it.
And I'll step in front of Amrita.
Sure.
I'm gonna aim my hand to the ceiling and just try and wither its life juice away because I don't like it. Perish.
Wither juice. Its
Wither it!
juice is withered.
And I'm gonna move away over here.
That wither juice looked like it was properly withering the wither.
Yeah, so the necrosis, it does seem like you see flakes of it, charred paper, start to flake off and fall like ash to the stone floor.
Okay. Yeah, I'll just have my shield up, weapon ready, I'll hold an attack for when it gets within range.
Okay.
Because I can't reach it on the ceiling, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
Prepare to strike if it gets within your striking range. This one will slime its way across the ceiling of this room, around the stalactites, still not really making any particular shape until it gets around the stalactite, and Cillian, Amrita, and Acrio's helmet, you all see these like faces start to appear in it in like various forms across its shape. It's still like 10, 15 feet up in the air. Well, it would be 10 feet because it is going to use its 10-foot reach and pseudopod at Acrio.
Even in Taro look amazing.
Huzzah!
Nice. First
Bash
one,
it
it's
away
like
with
that
the shield.
the helmet of you just like launches toward you, slap it away, like making your strike, but not enough at its main form. As the other one, Cillian, it's weird because you see your face and like that vitiligo on you mimicked, but as like indented, like contoured into the weird black ooze as that comes directly toward you.
Topographical map.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Yeah, you're gonna take 4 bludgeoning as it slams into you, and this caustic sizzling burns over you. 13 acid, and your leather armors are partially destroyed, taking a -1 to their AC. Actually, you're just wearing regular leather.
Mm-hmm.
It is completely destroyed if it is reduces its AC to 10. So yeah, your armor's gone. The leather greaves and that sort of thing just melt off. You have to like quickly rip them off before you can, before it gets to your flesh.
Okay.
Aw.
All right.
And yeah, Asuriel ducked back. You see this visage of horror.
Oh no! Fire. Just firebolt. Oh yes!
Firebolt from the back. Again, it reacts even worse to this one. The faces and Acrio's helmet, the forms on it kind of just disappear back into the bulk of its ooze as it's hit with the fire. And yeah, Amrita, it's still 10 feet away from you, up the side of these stalactites.
I'll be fine backing up, right? Because it can't reach me. Or can it?
I mean, it has 10-foot reach, so you're within its range. It's just not within your physical range.
Ah, bastard.
However, you can still shoot another arrow from this range without disadvantage, because it's not within 5 feet of you.
Yeah, you know what? Disadvantage, pew.
No, not disadvantage.
Oh, I thought he said disadvantage.
No,
Not
you do not,
disadvantage.
because it's not within 5 feet.
Oh.
However, either of those will hit, so...
Okay. Pew. Pew. Sorry, ignore the
Hey.
fire. That's not supposed to be in there.
That's fine. 12
Still.
piercing, that's still pretty good.
And 2 bloodied.
Yep.
And yeah, staying put so that you don't provoke any pseudopods of opportunity.
Yes.
He thinks about making a joke about getting naked, refrains from it.
It's just butt ass.
because that shit hurt.
Armor.
There's no way I can reach it with arc, right?
I'd say if you try to climb up the stalactites somewhat, you could.
Nah, I'll just throw a needle. It's more sense. Grab it from my ankle, flip it once. Ooh.
Okay. That's piercing, naturally. Okay, 6 piercing. So you don't roll your damage, instead you deal the maximum result possible, which is going to be what, 7 with a D4 needle?
8. And
Oh, you got
attack,
a
I think,
plus.
because it is engaged.
It's
Plus 4 protect.
unfortunately not engaged. So the way that works is you have to have one of your allies within 5 feet of it, not
5 feet.
necessarily within its attack range. It has to be within one of theirs. Yeah. So, but yeah, 8 because you have a +4 dex. Nice. Still a very, very good critical hit, and I'll say because of that, you hit it hard, and the ooze, like, splits, and you actually see the needle drop, and you can recollect that one. Hit it hard enough that it didn't dissolve.
Oh, this fucking thing!
Yeah.
As Lorelei reacts to seeing Cillian disarmored.
It's a little like, oh, I better stay away from that as well, because she also is wearing leather armor. Like, oh, that's what's awaiting me if I get up in that thing's business. I'm gonna stay over here.
Naked people in a dungeon.
18 naked cowboys. I'm gonna try just wither it away again. Just like, withery.
Its mental fortitude is not a thing. Crumbled and starting to turn to a black cottage cheese, but it's still clinging to existence as Acrio.
So
I can't reach it with the
nasty.
hammer.
I mean, unless you want to try to climb one of the sides of the stone wall, which, Stensians are known for mountain climbing, so it's possible.
Fuck it, we're running up the wall and trying to hammer it.
Why did you give him that idea?
Make an athletics check.
Running over here and then gonna
Parkour!
try and crawl. Yeah, parkour! And I get a
Just
D6
get a nice big
to
arc
that.
on it.
I'm gonna human determination that to not fucking die.
Okay.
I don't want to fall on my face. Thank you.
Okay.
Oh,
I don't. Not near the giant slime monster. 20.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, with all that, you're able to find a couple footholds, half parkour yourself up the wall and just swing your hammer, try to make an attack at it.
And then miss. Yes. Knew it.
great.
So it has an AC of 7, so you do hit.
Oh, hey!
Hey.
By what?
Slam into it on the wall, and then side flip off and 3-point landing.
Where do
With
I
the
need
shield.
to be within 5 feet of it? Like here?
I mean, you'd run up, hit it, and then you fall back down, so you're 10 feet away again.
Oh, it's
At the end of your turn, yeah, it's like a run up the wall somewhat, and then you end your turn back on the ground.
like
It's not really enough
physically-
handholds to
Ugh.
clutch it like that.
Today in Cathar 101 school, we learn about parkour in Stensia.
Oh, that's a Stensian thing. I learned that climbing the brick walls of the forge.
Mm-hmm. This pudding will, with the last vestiges of its congealed existence, the same pseudopods are going to go for the same targets, Acrio and Cillian. Both of which it's too crumbled and near destroyed in order to make anything happen. You're both flying wildly out, and you both can parry them and knock them back.
Which, by the way, I have an armor class of 10 right now, so that's...
Yeah, I think you would have 12, because it would be 10 plus your dexterity, which would be 14, but you're bloodied, so -2.
Oh, that's...
12. But even still, it's kind of
Even
close.
still.
Yeah, little
Asuriel.
spicy.
This thing is
They have,
very, very close to non-existence.
Firebolt.
Torch the cottage cheese!
Does it smell like cottage cheese?
Maybe soured, acidic.
Soured ass?
cheese. Yes.
Soured ass.
Soured ass
Oh,
is exactly what
jeez.
it smells like. It is burned. How do you want to do this, Asuriel?
She learned from the last one. She's terrified of these things, and she just saw Cillian almost get naked because of it. So she's like, ha!
The most horrifying thing.
Just like
I don't want to see anything.
it's like just a little strip of cloth covering his loin.
She's like scared, like trying her best to kill this fucking thing with her fire.
Which she does as the remnants of the ooze just start to drip down the stalactites, sizzling and burning at the stone, but not able to move itself any longer.
See? Nothing went wrong there.
No, that was a great idea. Thanks.
I know.
I have no armor now. I sort of pull my outfit together as best as I can, just straighten things out. Grab my needle.
Butt ass naked.
If you didn't look like much of a train wreck before, you certainly look like one now.
Well, thank you. That is sort of my aesthetic, though.
I'll slap
I
a
was
mending on whatever's left.
I was gonna give him her cloak.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, his clothes are fine, but sure.
It's like,
No, it's canon that he's butt ass naked now. Sorry.
Gotcha.
Now that that's over with and we're not dying, congratulations. I've just made everybody else in the party bloodied except me. Amrita, get to the front. Lorelei, get to the front. Stein, take the front. And then me, still at full HP. Well, I gotta stay in the back.
Well, no, I'm not doing it. No. You can't make me tank. I don't want to.
This better be fucking worth it and not a dead end.
I hope.
As you're staring down a tunnel just crisscrossed with spider webs, you can see a bunch of tombs in various states of disarray, all of which seem to have been either placed at random or kind of like washed up at a high tide situation and then kind of scattered through this space. All of you can now hear this dripping water coming kind of from your southwesternly direction.
We got a firing line set up.
Clear them all out. Make sure there's
All right,
any
I'll
fucking
go
lagged
first. I'll just
bitches.
walk through and like gather up the spider webs along my armor.
Like a cotton candy
Gauntlet,
machine
yeah.
on your hammer.
Yeah.
Can Amrita take a cobweb and then just accidentally drop it on Cillian's head?
It's like, you know that feeling when you walk through a web and you don't know it and it's just like itchy and like you feel it? Yeah, it's just as you're going.
No. I think I found something. I'm sure I found something. I light up a cigarette.
Cillian, oh my god, look behind you!
Oh, you motherfuckers.
Is it Amrita? She's fucking with you.
I don't know what you mean. It's just like that smirk, but it's like, all right, let's continue.
I should have said,
Amrita,
look behind you, a werewolf!
Lorelei turns to Amrita like, I didn't know you could play jokes.
Cillian doesn't even shoot back. He's just uncomfortable and scared.
Left or right?
It is not Cillian's day.
I'll
So,
shout back left
to
or
your right, you can start to see in the edges of your lantern light this water that's kind of pooled up down the western chamber. To your, what will be your left, you can see just the edges of these low, kind of shallow stone stairs, and this like mist that's moving at the base of them, just hovering over the base of the stones.
All right, we've got creepy mist or still water. What do we choose, ladies and gentlemen?
Do I see any footprints at all in here, or doesn't seem like anyone came through this way recently?
Make a survival check. Amrita, the ground in here is a bit moist. There's like water that drips from the ceiling, the stalactites ahead above onto the ground, and it all kind of like pools in this area, trickling down. But the whole place is a little wet and the ground is a bit slick. However, in that moisture, you do see a set of footprints going off toward the stairs and the mist.
This way. I see the footprints that lead down that way, so.
Are we in the condition to go chase that right now? Like, can we
They
set
are-
up camp?
They are shoed prints, by the way. They're not bare. They're not monstrous.
Okay.
Should specify.
I wonder if the apprentice came through this way. I can't really tell, except that they are just normal, regular humanoid footprints for now.
How many people wear shoes? Not a lot, according to the witches we've found so far. So
Yeah, so
were the
it could
children
just be the
barefoot?
apprentice. Yeah, I think the
Some of
children
them.
were barefoot.
Okay.
Yeah.
Some of them, not all.
I think we're in no condition to fight a giant witch right now, and
If we can take 10 minutes at least, I can
Like-
try and heal us a bit.
out of character, how many people would actually benefit from a short rest? Who actually has hit dice to spend? Because I don't.
I do.
So.
I
I
do.
have law.
Okay.
I don't, but I'll be fine either way.
I also
I'm
don't
saving
really
all
think
my
we should
big
You
sleep
have
here.
5 fucking HP, Amrita.
I'm at 7 HP, thank you. It's not much better, but
yeah, my bad. Sorry.
You guys
But
have
I've been saving
3
the
healing potions, by the way.
yeah,
Where
I've been
did we
saving
get
the
healing
do?
eye
potions? Who
Yeah.
got the
Yes.
healing potion?
Yes.
I do. I have
Lorelai's
them.
got them up
Yeah,
her
she
ass.
has them. But yeah, I've been saving my eye bite and blood curse for like the big boss lady, so
But you still
we-
need
if we-
HP.
I know.
If we want to take 10 minutes, I can heal us.
Okay.
All I need
was
is
going to do
10
that
minutes.
because I had prayer of healing, but now he's got magic weapon.
Yeah, I still
Yes.
have
All right.
Okay.
I still have one. So as long as
Yeah.
we just let's move out of here into somewhere a bit.
Yeah,
All right.
this is a good. Okay, all the way back.
At
Yeah,
least
we'll
it's,
just
it's
stay
at
right
least
there.
lit. It's at least
All
lit
right.
and open. Nothing can really get the jump on us. I'm
So you guys
bored.
gonna take like an arduous rally, as well as a prayer of healing?
Yeah, might as
Arduous
well.
rally and a prayer of
That
healing.
sounds like a good
Yeah.
idea.
That sounds like a good idea. Yeah, I will.
Let's
Yeah,
go.
let's roll up a prayer of healing. What do I have it? Yeah, I do have it.
What is that?
Am I-
10 minutes
Yes.
for arduous rally?
No.
Oh,
for
I just rally
prayer of
is 5
healing.
minutes.
Yeah.
Okay,
You can do that
so
within the prayer.
Come on.
magic weapons still up.
So is that 11?
Okay.
No, that's 9 because it's because I've got the bloodied on
Oh.
there.
Yeah, that doesn't affect healing. So yeah, just 9
right.
still,
Okay,
but still.
so then I'm at 16 now. That's better.
Okay.
How does
How does
this appear to everyone as you're doing this, Lorelai?
Lorelei, she sits everybody down, and she kind of makes people sit in certain places, and it's like a very weird specificity of this ritual that she's doing, and then she just kind of walks in a circle around everyone, like chanting something incoherent for the whole 10 minutes. It's a little eerie.
Clutching onto this,
Yeah,
Duck,
like duck
duck.
goosing.
clutching onto a holy symbol of Avacyn
Yeah,
with Bruna's crescent moon.
yeah.
Feels better. Thanks.
Anybody rolling hit die?
How does
none.
Arduous rally work?
You
It's
you roll them
basically
and
a
then
short
take
rest,
half.
but yeah,
Yeah,
whatever
good.
you roll is halved,
Okay.
and you get back. Well, for rogues it wouldn't matter, but any short rest-based ability, you get
Oh,
back
hey.
half the number of uses of them.
Yeah, channel
So if you
divinity.
got, key points like that. If you had, 6 key points, you would get back 3 of them.
Hey,
It's basically like half a short rest.
I get my human determination back.
Hey,
The thing that I completely wasted.
quick question on those herbal healing potions that I have.
Was it running
With
up or
healing
running down?
potions, is it a bonus action to take it yourself, or an action to administer to someone else?
Mhm.
Okay. Shall I divvy these out? Do you guys want them?
I mean, I'm fast. I think it
Yeah.
might be worth it if I hold on to one. Enough a bit now.
Do you want 2, just in case? You could probably get to someone quicker than I could.
Sure.
Amrita, you take one. You take one.
Fine.
Maybe give one to each of you, Asuriel included.
Asuriel, do you want one? I mean, I have 3, so
Yeah, so one to each
One
of
each
them.
makes sense.
Yeah.
We don't know the future. Someone might be close to someone.
yeah.
Wow, I am lagging really bad
just
right now in that
Round it up
game.
or round it down for this?
Round it up. It's rounded up.
Round it up. Sick.
Okay, nice. 20 hit points, yay!
Can I, while taking these 10 minutes, try and listen in, feel out for maybe a spirit or something lingering of the kid I killed?
Sure. Make an Arcana check for that.
Do that.
With everything going on down here, I mean, you guys are like on a bit of demonic symbols as you're like praying to Avacyn and trying to patch yourself up. There's so much interference. You don't catch anything.
Like trying to find a person in New York City.
However, as Lorelei is going through kind of the end of her prayer of healing, and everybody's, feeling most of their wounds start to seal up, I think Amrita's the only one that's left still with open gashes that are not completely sealing. You hear this shifting and kind of this low groaning sound. Lorelei is unfortunately unable to react because she's still praying. I need Acrio to make a perception check real quick. All of you suddenly shift at the sound. Lorelei almost faltering in the prayer, but continuing on. You all whip your head to see one of these bodies strapped down to his table start to try to move.
Oh.
At the same time, Acrio, best way to describe it is you start to feel this like rumbling in your stomach, like you've got some bad gas building up.
Did I eat something?
It's just like a weird pressure. You're like, uh-oh. This is
Oh no, you picked up an amethyst of laxatives.
Oh, did the gem? I have so many things on me right now. I've got the gem, I've got the dagger, I've got the jar of acid.
And some worms.
No, we killed all the worms.
I want to cry.
I think.
Yeah, I think you guys smashed all the actual worms.
Yeah.
Look at take the amethyst out, see if it's the amethyst.
I mean, it's not doing anything.
Okay.
Do we need to stay here, Lorelei, or can I go sort of check that out?
I don't like how I'm feeling right now.
You hear this other just groaning sound. Same direction, but possibly one of the other bodies.
Lorelei just like praying a little bit louder. It's like that. Don't interrupt me.
Can they actually get out?
I mean, they're strapped to the table right now, yeah, and wrapped up like mummies.
I'm gonna stare up at the ceiling. Does it look like there's any rock or something that could prevent them from getting out or block them from us, but not cave us in?
So this big area you're in, you look up, you can't even see the ceiling. It's so high, it's past your dark vision. These stairs that wind up and go out of the place, are up against the edges of the walls, but you're pretty deep underground at this point. So ceiling, there really is none above you that you can detect.
Are there any sticks? There's probably not any sticks.
I mean, you have arrows.
I don't know what to do about this. Any ideas?
Do you think they're alive or not anymore?
Have I finished praying yet? Damn it, Jake!
Yes, you have. You're just finishing up as everybody's having this little conversation.
I think we can't chance it. We may have to just go that way. We can't just keep fighting everything down here.
But
I'm gonna take a step back and see if I feel better.
That woman I saw earlier, she said they were cursed. I think maybe it's another one like that.
Acrio, you take a step back. Moving, you feel a little bit better. Like you find that when you're in motion, you don't notice it as much, but it's like still kind of got that weird like pit in your stomach. Moving away doesn't necessarily lessen it based on distance.
I can just try to move forward. I don't know what to do.
There's nothing else we can do.
Hopefully ignore it, and hopefully it's nothing. I don't know what to do about me not feeling okay.
We'll have to figure it out after. There's no other way.
Unless I explode, then that's not a good thing. But let's keep going.
Maybe you just ate something bad. Hopefully.
We're in the the other
Sure,
things.
keep
in
going.
our
Come on,
stomach?
come on.
All right,
Everybody,
come on.
start
Let's go.
moving.
Yeah, everyone, let's keep moving.
Go.
Yeah, I'm gonna open my eyes to the grave.
As everybody's like moving back into the next room, you look back, your eyes just flashing for a moment as you see and sense the ethereal. There is nothing undead in this room.
Is Acrio waiting for me to go ahead, or is he going first?
I mean, I was taking up the rear, so I'm like staring at you.
She like looks at Acrio and then looks in the direction of like at the person on the table. Looks back at Acrio.
Are you okay?
I think they're still alive.
Look over at the table.
Just
Look at Lorelei. Look at the table.
she sprints to the table.
Oh my gosh.
I'm not gonna like touch it, but I'm just gonna like whisper to it, like, "Can you hear me?"
The figure on this table, strapped down, wrapped up in cloth and bandages, there's a washcloth basically laid over the face, and you start to see the mouth move behind the cloth, and just this very faint voice, incredibly weak, from underneath say, "Kill me."
You guys coming or what?
Lorelei's having a moment.
She draws the flail, raises it above her head, brings it down on their face.
As everyone peeks back in the room, yeah, you just see Lorelei slam this silver flail into the skull of this individual laying on the table. The impact, the rag falls away, and you can see the head of this person completely void of skin. And you suddenly make the connection of where this skin witch made her scarecrows.
Oh. Pull back.
There's another 2, Lorelei.
Don't worry
There's
about it.
another 3.
She's gonna walk over to the tables and just same treatment, like completely like blank faced, just not even looking at them, just bash their brains in.
Several of them may have already expired at some point, but there was definitely another one that had moved, but in what could be processed as a merciful act, any remaining life is snuffed out of these victims.
And when it's done, I just turn around and shake any viscera or like, residue off the flail. That sucked. It's done. Let's go.
And you sort of look her in the eyes, and then move.
Definitely better this way for him.
Her eyes look kind of dead, like not all there.
Yeah, Amrita's back. She's looking around. Does it look like it got more misty in here and the tracks have disappeared?
I mean, the tracks, it's a little bit more difficult to see because of the water dripping from the ceiling, but you can still make them out. And the mist hasn't exactly risen. It still just kind of like hangs on the stone at the bottom of the stairs. And Amrita, as you're approaching, you start to hear a female voice whispering. But it doesn't sound like it's coming, like it's aimed at you. It's focused on something else, like it doesn't understand that you're approaching.
You don't want to check the other room?
There's no footprints here, though, and who knows where that goes. Where does that look like it goes?
The other direction is the water, where everything's kind of like pooling and draining into another cavern.
Okay. But this way does not. It looks more like a direct path.
Yes, a little higher
All right.
ground,
All right.
with a set of stairs at the end, and that is where you're hearing this whispering.
First, she's gonna just hold out her arm. She doesn't really notice what's going on back there. She's busy probably hearing this in the distance. Just like, I don't think they know we're approaching yet. There's someone speaking. I can't hear it quite. We'd have to get closer. We can move quietly as possible. Some of us, or something. but they are not aware that we are near yet.
None of the rest of you can hear anything. Amrita's advanced senses are the only thing that lets her perception cut through the distance.
Go quietly then.
Don't get caught.
I'll lead the way then. Right. Yeah. She's gonna move stealthily.
Is everyone following, or is she just by herself?
I am.
Cillian.
Yeah.
I'm gonna follow.
I can't.
Oh.
Goodbye.
Oh my god! Stealthy people, hello!
And I'm just staying back because me. Jingle, 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 jingle.
We're really good at stealthing, luckily.
I definitely think my wounds are gonna get to me at some point.
Yeah,
Just
I
kinda
feel like you might be limping a bit.
Yeah. Your boots shuffle somewhat on the stone ground. Cillian, having to walk through these spider webs, can't focus as well as he should be able to. Lorelei's just so shaken from everything that's happened, she's like a board moving through here completely silently.
She's kind of floating like a ghost at this point, just silent.
Is the voice getting louder?
As you approach, yes, due to the way the sound echoes, but into the mist. And as you're approaching, you can just, Emery, you make out the voice saying, "Are you sure?" As it sounds startled.
I think they heard us.
And go. Don't give him time to mobilize, just move.
Okay.
Literally flying in the dark now.
What is this weird? Oh, this is the mist. I was like,
Oh yeah, I have the only
movement.
lantern.
Yeah, is anyone gonna hand off some light, or let the
I'm gonna
humans fly dark?
Bye.
like,
Oh,
Cillian,
wait,
what do you want lit up? Just give me something you want light on. I'll cast light on it.
He kind of reveals his chest. Not sure if it works that way. That's what he does.
It does
Wow,
not,
so
unfortunately.
muscular.
Can't cast light on a creature. But
Yeah, because my own fiery light's not enough for the others. I'm just kind of going ahead.
They're like a
anyway.
scrap of his leather still hanging on. I'm just gonna cast light on that. Don't ever make me do that again.
It's nicer.
Cillian is illuminated. Emery starts to step down these stairs. There's a glow from beyond to the left, where at the base of the stairs through the mist, and you peek around and you see the young girl Myra. There's these doors, incredibly heavy stone and iron looking doors with glyphs and old runes carved into them. She's standing on what appears to be some kind of glowing arcane symbol on the ground. She's kind of off to the side of it, and she is waiting for you, kind of like pushed up against the wall.
Can we all see her, or just Marina?
You if you move forward, you can see her. You're just kind of
Yeah.
standing at the top of the stairs.
Amrita will look at the others and just be like, "I found the apprentice."
She okay?
Fuck it. I'm gonna hold up my hand up, and I'll just try to say, "Can we just talk?"
Just as you were saying that, she says, "What are you all really doing here?"
We're just. He kind of stumbles for a bit. Just. Well, I'm looking for you.
Why me?
My family knows things. You might not believe in fate. I don't really care. I do. And you're a part of mine. I just want to talk to you.
Are you still staying back, or are you approaching it all?
I'll only approach as far as one step in front of Marita.
Okay. And you can go ahead and make a persuasion check, please. She looks back at the door, back to you, sees Amrita, who's still very wounded from everything that's gone on down here. Looks back to the door. I can't just leave. Not after everything.
What happened? What is everything?
The whole town was killed, everybody. And then Lyshajra, she said she could show me things, and you see her like start to move toward you a little bit, and then looks back at the door. I'm more a part of this now. There's got to be 3, she said.
3 what?
Hesitates a little bit.
You don't have to tell me now. I'm sorry for my questions. Just, you might feel entangled with this. There's no need. You've been listening to lies. Look around this place. There's death. There's mutilation. You don't need to be a part of it.
In your prior encounter with her, you'd gotten the sense that perhaps she is unable to see some of what's down here, possibly has been charmed in some way, so that she doesn't perceive all of that. But as you're speaking, it's like she doesn't want to believe it. She said if I learned, I wouldn't have to be scared anymore. I just don't want to be scared anymore.
Can I tell you a secret? I'm scared all the time. I grew up in a large family. And the only place I've never been scared is with them. They're specifically asking for you. I know you won't feel scared there. I know you'll feel safe. They'll care for you. Because they cared for me all my life. They still care for me. I only have to walk up to them. Please. For yourself, not for us.
You see Myra kind of wipe her nose. What kind of family?
We dance. And we sing. And we try to help people where we can. We joke. Like any family, really. And we take anyone in who needs it. Feels like an outcast. Who needs a family. And I think you do.
She glances back at the door and then looks between you and Amrita. But she said the only way, the binding, the coven, there's only one way to break it.
Binding.
One of the 3 has to die.
Are you one of the 3?
Just like swallows hard and nods slightly.
You don't deserve to die, Myra.
I don't want to die.
And don't listen to her deceptions. We'll try to break it. We'll try to help you in any way we can. That's why we're here.
You see her look back again. Maybe she can help.
Who is she pointing to?
She's pointing toward the door with the glyphs and the arcane symbol on the ground.
She.
I don't know, but she's been prisoner down here as long as I have, or probably longer.
Okay. We'll go talk to her. Just stay with Lorelei back there, okay?
Make a persuasion check.
Lorelei roughly straightens up, like, oh.
Lorelei's like, why do they always put me with these people?
Why do they always put me with children?
Hey.
Oh my god! Big charisma back! Look at him! Let's go! Yes!
She seems almost embarrassed, just clutching this little broom that she's got, and kind of bows her head as she steps around you and goes to stand a healthy distance away from Lorelei, but you're ish.
Okay. And I'll walk up a bit, not getting close to any of the glyphs, and I'll look back at Asuriel and... Do you by instinct know anything about this? It looks dangerous.
Let me check. Can I do some arcana on that thing?
Sure. You would not recognize this specifically, the way these are drawn, but this glowing glyph on the ground doesn't appear to be a glyph of warding exactly. It's more like an arcane lock. It's a form of binding to prevent these doors from ever being opened.
It's something to keep the door closed. It shouldn't be harmful to you.
Is there any way to break it?
Probably with a spell, but not any I have.
Walk.
Alright.
With this conversation going on, Acrio can make his way toward the rest of the group.
You all seem like you're not dying, so I can only assume that it's going better than imminent death.
Possibly try breaking it, slashing across it. I'm not sure.
I'll just walk up to the door. Can you hear me?
On the other side, as if the door was but a curtain, you hear the voice, not really muffled at all, disturbingly close, like almost up in your ear. Yes.
That sucks.
Hi. My name is Cillian. What's yours?
Cillian. I like this name.
I like it too. Like it suits me. I sort of look at Reagan, sort of whisper, "There. Can you get in there?"
He's like, abort. Do not like. He looks down at the glyph. No getting in and out of that.
Sure. Keep it locked then.
Are you my savior, Cillian?
Don't think I have the skills. Sorry. Why do you need saving?
Trapped for so long. Betrayed.
Amrita also hear this voice now, even though she's sort of standing away from the door.
You can kind of hear it from a distance. It's not near as clear. You can approach if you would choose to.
Yeah, she'll also approach just to, yeah.
Is the one who betrayed you close there?
Hard to say. But young Myra thinks so. Lyshajra imprisoned me, broke our coven.
Doesn't sound like a nice thing to do.
What coven?
Witch's coven.
Listen, this place is big. We don't have any means to open this door right now. And I won't promise you anything, because I just won't promise you anything. But there might be options. If you're willing to give information, what can you tell us about her?
The runes. The runes out there. They're old. I think you can do something about them.
How do we know you're not merely deceiving us into a trap to set yourself free and send us all to our own demise?
I wish to be free. What do you wish? You know witches grant wishes.
Sorry, I don't trust any witches, not after what happened to Gauls.
I've heard of this ghost, but I was trapped long before it was founded.
That's been a while then.
A bygone era.
Do you have a name?
If I did, I forgot to write it down.
Is there anything specific that Amrita's mentor would have told her when it came to witches, or them quote on saying wishes?
Don't fuck with them.
Yeah.
Just don't even mess around with them.
You just open the chapter of witches and it just says, don't.
Yeah, don't.
Just don't.
Why are you even thinking about it?
I was trying to think of this.
What the fuck,
yeah,
no.
No. Yeah, Amrita just side glances Cillian with her flame eye still and just like shakes her head, just like no. Says nothing but
He kind of nods in agreement. This won't be the last time we talked.
Wait.
Yeah.
Wait, what do you mean, do something about the glyphs? Activate them? Break them?
Asuriel?
I'm sure you can find a way. Little Myra wants the coven broke. I want the same thing of Lyshajra's neck.
to destroy a greater evil but let out another one. I don't think so.
Evil. What is this word? Who defines it?
Me, bitch.
That's funny. Yeah, Amrita's gonna back away by that door at that point and just mutters like, "We should get out of here. We're just wasting our time."
Lorelei's gonna just like edge to the bottom of the stairs, just be like, "What's going on?"
See, there's another witch behind this door. She wants Lyshajra dead.
But she also wants out. But that's the thing. One never tangles with any more witches or witches to begin with.
Where is it? So is Lyshajra locked away somewhere? Like she is?
No. She is free. She roams above. I hear her footsteps.
Uh-oh.
I don't
And then
think...
nothing. When she disappears, you won't see her. I don't think you have the means.
Oh, that weird
And
thing
I-
was Lyshajra.
Try an insight check.
You can
No,
try. And
Tristan, I don't think
even
that
if,
thing was Lyshajra.
yeah, it
Yeah,
was
no,
not.
that's completely
However,
different.
probably has similar abilities. However, you don't
Ah.
know for sure.
Yeah.
Best as you can tell, she's giving facts, but in a very vague way.
Sure. Fuck it. And I'll move down the stairs. Samara. And I'll ask her, how long have you been here?
I'm really not sure. I haven't seen the sky in a long time. It's hard to tell what's day and night. A while. A long while.
Do you know how to see her?
Lyshajra, she comes and goes. I don't. Make a persuasion check, Asuriel.
Why?
Just say, I don't. She did say something, but I mean, maybe. I don't know how it would work, is the thing, but maybe if we had what they call a witch stone to see through.
Fuck.
Outside.
You're thinking of it the wrong way.
Dumbasses.
Witch stone. What does this look like?
It's like a rock, but it's got a hole through it. I think they're supposed to. They either come from natural ley lines or something. I really don't. Didn't say much about it.
Okay.
You know if they're dangerous at all?
She just kind of like looks back into the caverns. Probably.
Well, we saw that one at the entrance of the cave. But should we get it at all?
I think it's
When
worth
is
it.
Lyshajra coming back? You know?
I don't know that she ever left.
We need to go get that stone.
Myra.
Send the fastest person on a rock run.
What do you want right now? Do you want us to leave you alone, or do you want to come with us?
And go where? Or are you just gonna leave? I don't think I can leave.
No, stay here. But you can stay here with her, maybe, and with us. It's whatever you find comfortable.
You kind of like look back at the door. I don't know, but I'll just stay with you.
Okay.
We don't have to kill this witch. We can just round up the children, round up this witch, and get out of here. Call it a day.
The witch has been killing people on the road, hasn't she?
Can we take care of that?
She got those bodies that were flayed somehow. And according to Myra, the coven binding that is on her, she doesn't know what it's going to do, but she knows that it's going to do something.
Oh, there's a coven binding on
Yeah,
her.
she's part of the
Yes.
coven now officially.
Oh.
Yeah. So,
And the only way to break it is to kill one of them, so...
Yeah.
Well, that we know of.
Oh, okay.
One
I
of the three.
missed.
Right,
Guess we
let's
gotta
just
kill a witch.
get moving, get a rock. Yeah? All of us.
Get a rock?
Yeah, we need to go get the stone.
Yeah, well, we've got one. We can't get one for everybody.
One's all we need.
Fine. Don't worry about it.
We can just have-
maybe.
Yes.
We can have someone just grab it and call the
person
shots.
Gets the stone. He said everybody.
I don't think one of us should move on their own, especially if she might be here.
Agreed. We do need... Yeah, we should all go get the stone.
Me want to stay down. Me lazy. Acrio not in shape.
I strengthen the party.
Yeah. I'll stay down here with Myra. There's a door here. I don't want no
That way.
bitches running out.
As the rest of the party is making their way back up the stairs out of this cavern, Acrio, you would just hear from the other side of the door. There are ways to remove a witch without sacrificing your friends. I can make it quick.
Oh, is this talkative? Looked at Myra.
She'll be like, I don't know how long she's been down there, but a long time. She does always have something to say about trying to get out. I don't know if she's lying or not.
Well, we'll let her keep talking while they retrieve the rock.
Which she will do.
Which,
Basically saying that she has a
entire
means of removing Lyshajra from the board immediately without having to go through like a lengthy process of a fight and, you know, everything that might entail. While that's going on, the rest can move their way up the stairs, out the exit of this little cave, back into the forest. It's dead still. The breeze has died down, and you move through the branches toward the skin-faced scarecrow that had been set up near the entrance with the stone tied around, hanging from its neck.
Just walk up, wince, and grab it. Fuck this thing. I hate its face.
Amrita's gonna look around and keep a lookout with the third eye, just assisting her.
You don't get any movement, sounds, or new smells.
Suspicious.
As Lorelei just yanks the leather cord holding this stone onto the neck of this effigy made of human skin. You're not entirely sure how this works. It feels like a rock.
Yep, just like, let's go back. We got the rock, let's just go, move. I hate that we're doing this.
Look for it. As we're descending.
Okay. Really reluctantly. Just like Polaroid.
I mean, it's only small enough for
I know,
one eye,
but that's how I'm holding the rock.
Sure. As far as you can tell, nothing seems different.
Just like, yep, it is the same. Don't see anything new.
You look funnier now.
Cool.
And we'll move our way back to Acrio.
Asuriel might try to take another glance at the glyphs to try and figure out what the witch meant by doing something with them.
Back when you re-enter the area, you know, where Myra and them are waiting.
Oh, well, no, the glyphs out here.
She didn't say anything about those.
Oh, wait, there's other things.
She was referring to the ones on the door that's holding her in.
Ooh. Well.
Yeah, as we come back, I'm just gonna hold up the rock. Here we go, we got it.
The means to destroy a witch. You know, I thought it'd be a little more interesting, but you know, I suppose a rock with a hole in it works.
Basically, you still don't know.
So I'm just expecting like an effigy with the blood of a sheep or something. I don't know. I don't deal with witches all that often.
You kind of hear the voice from behind the other side. Do you have sheep's blood?
Would you be interested if I did?
Possibly.
What about old Mrs. Door over there? Did she say anything else?
Oh, she has not shut up for the past 20 minutes. I kind of just blanked after the first 5.
Okay,
she said something about eradication instantly of said Lyshajra witch, but you know, that usually includes making a deal of some sort, so I'm more inclined to just leave her locked in there and go chop the head off of
I'm going to
Lyshajra.
shuffle past and peer towards the door. Like,
do not touch the door, Lorelei.
I'm not touching the door.
Don't talk to the door either.
I'm curious. You all were talking to the door. I haven't talked to the door yet. I'm curious about what
I
this
didn't
thing
talk
is.
to the door. I don't want to talk to the door.
Mrs. Door?
There are you. It's been so long.
5, I guess. Not counting the
Interesting.
kid. What do you mean a way to eradicate?
Just that. I have my ways.
Okay, and what would that entail us giving up, I'm sure?
I just want out.
And then what?
Replace one skin witch
What
with
then?
another one, Lorelei.
Witches are not to be trusted.
I never used skin. Gross.
Does not-
Lyshajra was into that practice. I have my own ways.
They don't involve killing other people, do they?
People? What is this? Who defines people?
I do. The church.
You know, people that walk and talk and think and feel.
You've never gone without feeling. You've never gone without walking. Never gone without thinking. Were you not people?
Lorelei, she's gonna kill a lot of people.
Israel's gonna lean into Lorelei's like, we can't let her out at all.
Just wondering if there is, you know, a way she could
No.
actually help us out.
No! In the end, it could be a backstabbing deception as she does, all which doesn't matter. I learned about this from someone long ago who had more experience. It's not a good idea.
It's a terrible idea. Even the fact that we're standing here considering this.
I never considered this.
I'm not talking about you.
Let's just move on for now.
We've got another door to the side.
I just worry, okay? This is horrifying.
It's okay.
She could
to be
easily
scared.
kill any one of you, and I would really rather not that happen.
Oh, for the love. Get to the
Then we'll
door, Cillian.
Give it
please.
our best.
Yeah, I'll move towards the other door.
Question.
Sure.
Is anyone actually trying to identify the properties of this stone? Or are you just going to hope for the best?
I don't know. I
stone?
have no way of identifying properties of a stone. I'm just gonna look at it.
I
real
mean,
close.
all I literally have is my Outlander and Wanderer background, which that wouldn't really do anything, or history, so that'd be more
hey,
you guys.
Wait a second. How long is the ritual? 10 minutes?
Mm-hmm.
All right, Lorelei, hand it here.
Okay. Palm it off.
Take it. Hopefully this doesn't kill me. Then again, I'm carrying 3 other possibly murderous things in my backpack.
Yeah, we're gonna have
What's
to deal
one
with
more
that.
gonna? Yeah, it's my job to deal with things like that, and I'll identify the stone.
As you're doing that, Cillian, investigating this door. This is a super old, like, barely hanging in its frame wooden door. It's like gotten so much moisture in it, it's kind of jammed shut, but it doesn't feel like it's locked. It's just like expanded, but it's fairly soft, so you think you could, with enough force, shove it in. I don't know if you've got enough, but somebody.
Sure. Amrita, I'm so weak for this door. I think I need you.
All right.
You can try to smash this door in.
Yeah.
You can make an athletics check.
You want to hold on until Acrio's figured out this stone in case there's something not friendly behind there?
Oh, I thought we were doing this after the stone. Are we
No,
not?
this is while he's identifying it.
Oh, wait, so is this not a door that you can unlock then? It's a heavy door?
It's not heavy, it's just old rotten wood that's like expanded with moisture and is like stuck in its frame. There doesn't appear to be any like traps or hazards on it.
Okay,
But it clearly hasn't been opened in a long time because it's stuck.
All right, well, I'll just listen to the sound of any movement on the other side if we're trying to open it.
As your shoulder hits it and it doesn't budge and you like listen, it's quiet.
It's like, I meant to do that.
Just getting to the door really forcefully.
Yeah, she kind of backs up, just kind of like holding one of her open wounds and just like, fuck.
As Acrio's like, I'll get in a sec, and then he's just about to like lose the spell as he stops chanting. He's like, fuck, and he catches it again before the light goes out.
After a bit of time, you start to absorb the properties. Effectively, this hold stone operates as a gem of seeing.
Okay.
It has 3 charges. As an action, you can speak the gem's command word. Expending a charge for the next 10 minutes, you have true sight out to 120 feet when you peer through the gem, which lets you see invisible things. You can see into the ethereal plane. It does, however, require attunement.
Oh boy.
Acrio, you kind of like feel these properties and the knowledge of them just invade into your mind. You start to also feel one of your eyes just burn and start to water as you feel there is something else wrong with this stone.
It's cursed. Oh. Oh. Like wiping his eye. Well, God, I don't know. You're gonna have to attune to it, but there's something to fuck you with it, and I'm not touching this thing.
Lorelei just holds her hand out for the stone.
Hey, I can do it. You don't need to.
Asuriel, no. If it's
Asuriel's
cursed,
hand.
don't let it do that.
It's fine. It's
I
fine.
don't know what it's gonna do to eyesight, but currently the only people that can fix it are you and me.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
I'm gonna worry about it.
You should worry about
maybe a little, but I'll be okay. I trust you guys.
It's not us that you have to worry about. It's that.
I know. Just like turns away, starts attuning to the thing.
Typically, an
Keep her
attune
close
would
up.
take an entire hour. However, I'm going to, first of all, look up in the compendium. There's a gem of seeing if you want the official stats for that. But I will allow you to make an arcana check to try to rapidly attune in this moment.
Slap a guidance on her.
Yay, guidance.
Lorelei just looks at Acrio with all the chagrin of like a mother who watched the father let their kids stay up past their bedtime. Like, why would you do that?
I know it's a bad idea.
The guidance is almost repelled due to it being a channeling of angelic magics. And it's like putting the wrong poles of a magnet against each other. You feel that repulsion, but you push past, and with what magical knowledge you have, you suddenly feel yourself bound to this stone.
Feeling
Are you
okay,
gonna-
Asuriel?
Are you gonna kill us?
Yeah, I'm good. It's fine. I did it.
All right,
You
let's break down
feel
the door.
particularly aggressive right now.
No.
Just as
Okay.
you're saying that, Myra starts to stumble down the stairs up against the wall. Her hat falls off, and she's like, oh, they're calling. I feel them.
The what?
They're calling. Oh, they're trying to bring me to them.
Who? Where?
Them. Fucking Lyshajra. Myra like grabs her hat up off the ground, is just kind of clutching her stomach and just points back up through the way you guys had come through the cobwebs.
Let's go then.
We'll move there. Don't worry. We'll be alright. You'll be alright.
She'll nod, but is not particularly confident about that.
Mm-hmm.
In lieu of making you guys go through the entire dungeon again, I will bring you to where she's going to lead you. How are you going to make your approach? Bomb rush to the center of everything and set off grenades, or
We're here to murder.
I don't care either way at this point.
I think they know we're here.
Yeah, they
Oh, yeah.
know at this
They know.
point.
Weird.
So, yeah.
So I think we'll just approach.
Yeah, let's
Not
go.
not necessarily guns blazing.
Question.
No.
Is Cillian trying to give any kind of pep talk as you walk?
I mean, if I have 10 minutes, sure.
You do, because it's a large dungeon.
Okay, then I will. Thank you for reminding me.
You have inspiring leader?
Oh yeah.
Yes, sir.
Oh, that's great.
Okay. I won't give a 10-minute speech. I'll give. Oh, this is hard. How do you inspire someone?
Do it for the boobies.
'Cause-
Yeah.
What do we
Um,
want? Titties!
But what about the ass?
I'll
That's
just tell a
true.
story. I'll just tell a story, because that's what I'm good at. But this time without any of the Cillian whips and snares. Just like a genuine, nice story from him and his sister back in the day, or caring for the horses of the carriage and him helping her. That's all.
Ina, I believe her name was.
Something like that, yeah.
Oh, the titties.
And is there a role involved, or is inspiring leaders just your charisma bonus, right?
See, it's your level plus your charisma modifier.
Nice. Level plus
Ooh.
charisma.
So there would
Tasty.
be eight temporary hit points for everyone.
Oh, nice.
6 friendly creatures, so I'll give them to Myra as well.
Nice.
8 temporary, got it.
Myra has a hard time focusing on the story, as she's not at the front, but she kind of clutches onto Lorelei's cloak as she points. It comes in waves, this feeling of being drawn back to the coven, leading you through the main atrium, back through the area with all the monstrous bones, and where you had first encountered that black pudding, some catacombs of stone walls of whatever this was, this underground temple, this demonic location, back up a set of stairs, and you start to realize you are going back to where you had found that bed set up in the middle of the room. As you're about to turn the corner, what is everyone's approach?
I'm gonna say prior to probably approaching, when Cillian's also telling this story, like Amrita's still focused just on her head and everything, not really expressing anything, but in her mind she's sort of surprised that she's not hearing his usual banter, even with the Myra thing. It's like, oh, this guy actually doesn't sound like he's some kind of I don't know the
Asshole.
best way of what you think. Yeah, asshole.
I think Cillian will just step in.
Is there any way to go in here that isn't murderous?
No.
Do we just walk in and be like, hey, what's up, bitches?
No, we're
Going.
here for Moida.
Yeah, the only option here is to kill her.
But before going in, though, Asuriel will probably activate that stone for the true sight.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, as you're approaching, following after Myra and listening to this story Cillian is giving you, you do have to hold the stone up, so it requires a hand. You have to look through it. But yeah, you focus, you feel this like burning sensation in your eye as you are made aware of everything around you. And I mean everything. You can feel, or you don't feel it, but you can see like the flow of magic through the earth itself. You can see all of the spirits lingering around Cillian. Rygan kind of like looks over and gives you a wink.
That's
He looks
awesome.
back
That's
at
so-
him.
So cool.
It's slightly painful, but you are now aware of far more than what everyone else can see in this space, even into the border ethereal.
She's just kind of like looking up and down to the left and right. She's like, this is so fucking cool.
You can also see the flow of an intense amount of black mana, especially permeating the walls of this place, as well as currents of blue and red and green. There's even white mana down here, and you can start to see like a glow around Myra and these like silvery strings from her that's pulling in a direction that she has to go.
All right. If you really can't see her, I'll guide you as best as possible.
You know what? I'll try and sneak, but if I hear myself jingling, I'm just running for it.
Jingle, jangle.
Okay.
Oh ho
If
ho.
Or jangles.
Acrio, no.
Acrio tries, we will all try it.
If Acrio jingles, we run.
Yeah.
All right, then everybody can
All
attempt a group stealth check.
I think I'm supposed to get it.
Look at that beautiful
Hey, that's pretty
roll of
good
12.
for heavy armor.
For heavy
Yeah.
armor, yeah. Because you could have got
Hold
a
on.
nat 1, but you didn't.
I
think that's what I got on my stealth last time as well.
Overall, I would say it's rather jingly.
Yeah.
Did you consider our posture to be jingly?
Yes.
We run.
Yes,
I moved
moving
up.
up and around the corner, you can see through the open doorway the bed and the little candelabras set up in the middle of this chamber, partially collapsed on several walls. The hunched old crone is like up on a table, it looks like. You can see that she has also taken some time to heal herself, still wounded pretty good from Acrio's blows and Amrita's claws, but not bleeding as profusely. Across the other way is a sofa in which there sits this ragged robed woman with stringy gray and black hair. Faced away from you to begin with, a handful of the children from down here are gathered around, all kind of, it's hard to tell immediately which one of them might be untainted and which one of them have those worms. I think Asuriel could probably tell which one is which. The rest of you, it's difficult when you first lay eyes on them. But the figure in the sofa sitting next to the bed, which you had surmised to have been kind of like prepared for Myra when she came down here, will turn and you see these massive unblinking eyes and this smile on her face that's literally ear to ear. Some of you for the first time, others not, encounter Lyshajra, the Skin Witch.
I don't like that.
And I need everyone to roll initiative.
For now.
Some of you, as other characters, have fought this individual before.
Oh wait a minute.
Yeah.
Oh wait, that's why the bitch is familiar, isn't it? Oh.
Yeah.
Which one of did my characters fight him?
No.
No,
This
this
was
was long
Melina
before you
days.
joined.
This is Melina hours.
Can you remind me when this?
Yeah.
So right after the, it was rather right before or right after Riverax and the whole summoning of the devil, when we were exploring that cave. It was either on the way in or the way out. We had to fight this witch.
I want to say it was on the way in.
I think it was before Riverax, because
Yeah, it was before.
pretty much everyone else was like either unconscious or dead, like when Riverax ascended.
Oh man. Yes, Amrita wants them both to die.
It is going to be Amrita. You don't have to necessarily act first. You can prepare something if you would like, because you are all just starting to move forward. Myra kind of like clutches her head, and you all are brutally aware of the sounds you're making, and just with Acrio leading the charge, everybody starts to speed up as they run into this room,
Okay.
determined for one thing and one thing only.
Upon probably seeing that witch, there's a shock on Amrita's face, but then just pure outrage. You. And she will take out her bow. Is it worth it on the Hypnocraft?
Especially because Amrita would know that in some form or fashion, Lyshajra was in league with the Veiled.
Yep. Yeah, everyone can just see she's just, really just mad. And she just goes for a shot wide, trying to hit her. I'm going to take the Rite of Flame off because it's not on. It's on my sword, but not the longbow.
She, without blinking, without the smile fading, raises her hand, and the arrow you would think would stab directly into it, but it just hits, and like there was some kind of shield around her.
Oh, fuck.
She's not casting anything, but something about her makes it too difficult for you to hit in that way.
I killed Yond, and we will kill you.
So that everybody else can kind of get into this room, I'm gonna dash. I'm gonna drop my lantern where I am right here. Yeah, I'll just run in, get in position, and cast Searing Smite on my hammer.
Shield high, hammer one hand.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
I just put myself in the middle of like 20 enemies.
As you do that, her head whips away from Amrita toward you, with her eyes just blazing into yours. Asuriel, you start to see this mana string out from her toward Fulg, toward Myra. These like strains, invisible to the rest of them. Myra's like trying to repulse it back, but cannot, as the magic of the coven is channeled through the Skin Witch, and she is going to attempt to lock Acrio in place and needs to make a wisdom saving throw.
Not enough?
That is just enough, as you are not held in place. Lorelei, you don't know exactly what's going on with that. You just hear Myra calling out in pain.
Just put her on the shoulder, like, stay there, kiddo. Just hang in there. And I'm gonna rush on ahead. I'm gonna turn back to Cillian, Asuriel, and Amrita. Be like, raise some hell, and I'm gonna cast Bless on them.
Please.
I'll put a little blue dot for Blessed Blue of Bruna.
And yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna stand there with my now glowy silver flail because I'm concentrating.
The hunched crone will screech, and you start to see, especially Acrio, as you're about to bring this hammer down, just from the corner of your eye, this shape that begins to expand as the bear
My bad.
is
God damn
released
it.
yet again. Crushes this table that it's on, leaps across the bed, and is just going to try to shred you from behind.
Wait, does it count as flanking if she doesn't have a melee weapon?
Yes, because it just has to be somebody who draws your attention away somewhat. So,
Hey! Fuck you!
Oh my god.
so the 13 obviously won't hit, but does a 21 hit
Fuck!
with flanking? Yeah.
Just hits.
You're going to take 11 points of slashing to the back as you're focused on this downswing. I do need you to make a concentration check on the Searing Smite.
38. Con save. 22.
Oh yeah. Easily channeling Gisella's fire. Lyshajra,
It's her turn up again.
the Coven was not her turn. That is more or less a lair action.
Oh.
She will stare at you with these unblinking eyes and this Cheshire grin, which is the last thing you see as she fades out of this plane. with just this disturbing chuckle. Asuriel, however, you can still see her as she just like gets up and starts to move as she becomes ethereal, and you are up.
Get her out.
Ethereal still means I can hit her, right? If I manage to hit her at all.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you can see her.
Because, well, so the ethereal plane is a little bit different in Innistrad than it is in the base D&D. I'll say because you know precisely where she is, you can see her, you can interact more than, somebody else. Even Cillian, who can kind of glimpse every once in a while, wouldn't have the same level, but because you're using this and focusing, you can.
Alright,
I feel like this little eye thing is like turning on all the layers in your art piece at the same time.
Once, yeah.
25 feet to get up to the door.
For your purposes, she appears to be right here.
Okay, and
So
back
she's
up
within
one.
range. You're like, oh, not actually, no.
Never mind.
She points to her, like, she's over there. And
Which means nothing to whoever you're talking to.
Yeah, where? Like the entire line.
Just pointing.
there, right between the candle and the wall. And she's a point. Yeah, how is she super good? Anyway, first of all, she's gonna do a sorcerer's restoration to get those sorcery points back. She has none.
As a bonus action, yeah. As she's shouting out these commands, you can see, as her mouth's moving, this white light shining like a beacon out of Asuriel's mouth. Her eyes start to glow, and just everything about her is just radiating white mana.
Moonbeam sounds like a pretty good idea right now.
Sure, I'll allow it.
Well, doesn't that affect shape changes? That might fuck with the bat.
I don't know. Let me look at the exact description of Moonbeam.
So, effectively, Fulg is a druid with wild shape, so that's not really a shape changer tagged creature. It's not a bad thought, but
I thought that would have counted.
I don't think druids are negatively affected by Moonbeam.
That would make sense.
Or else they should be the anti-moon, and circle of the anti-moon.
Circle of the moon.
I'm like, if that happens, that'll ruin
yes,
the plan I have.
there's a mirror just bouncing around the place, and that's how the Moonbeam gets it.
So with this light that is radiating from you, it's not even from the moon, as this, you redraw this mana from you. It's almost from nowhere. It's still the sky or the ceiling of this place, but it doesn't even crack through. It's like the beam of the moon is just penetrating through solid stone.
Neat.
It's just like the spotlight. It's like, where's she going? Over there.
Let's move somewhere where I can see something.
All you can see as you turn the corner is several of these kids kind of scattered through the room, and Acrio being assaulted by a bear.
Again. It's angry about last time.
And then I'll use my bonus action to dash. Stab his ass.
Bear flank.
I'll pull out Argon. One piece of them. Plus 2d4. So I think it is.
2d4.
Bless and flank.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck, yeah.
Yeah. In any case, definitely able to stab the bear in the back.
Ooh.
Oh!
Very nice. That is enough to bloody the bear
Yeah.
with one highly determined strike.
Shit, I can't get closer right now. Fuck. Alright, you know what?
I got that Elden Ring mentality right now where I'm gonna get like 2 hit by something.
Alright, I'm just going to shoot an arrow at the bear for now and see what happens.
This bear's not going to last nearly as long as it did last time.
Did it last long last time?
Longer than this.
Kicking its ass. But that's my turn.
Just right into the throat as it tries to roar, but it's just gurgling on its own blood.
second time's a charm. Inflict wounds.
Mr. Oh, I'm hurting for spell slots.
All right, cool. Yes, that will inflict another set of wounds. The bear is
If it
once
was
again
another 28.
withered and decayed, the changed flesh falling off and disintegrating around the shape of the old crone witch, who's not pleased about that.
Well, I'm a people pleaser. Still concentrating on that Searing Smite, ready to use it.
Mm-hmm. Rather than a spell on this coven action, this child, as well as these two, are all going to leap onto Acrio. The others duck away as the teeth come out and their weird, inhuman movements start clawing and pawing up your body as they are all going to attempt to bite at you.
Ooh.
Not likely able to, but they're going to break a few teeth on some armor.
Don't stop talking. Yeah.
Yeah,
One's
they're
like
just
biting the rim of his shield, the other on his shoulder.
Oh god.
There's definitely the sound of some teeth breaking.
Oh.
As Lorelei, that's what you hear.
I hate it. I hate everything about this. Yeah, I'm gonna toll the dead on Flilled. I don't know if they're damaged yet or not. I assume they are because they just...
I think they're not full health from last combat, I think he said.
Yes, Fulg is not full health, so yeah. The dead has been tolled.
2. Wow. Love that for me. Toll the dead never fucking works for me.
I'm gonna get Toll the Dead, and...
I'm gonna kill you.
And does not even take the 2 points. Okay. Acrio, I need you, at the start of Fulg's turn, to make a wisdom saving throw, please.
Oh, sick.
This is why I wish I could have got bless on you. I'm so sorry.
Why? Because I keep getting the shit kicked out of me.
To help the saving throws.
15. Is that enough?
That is enough to pass. As she attempts to bestow a curse upon you, your angelic training and your mental fortitude blocks it out as you slap her clawed hand away. It is Lyshajra's turn, even though she's on the ethereal layer of this map. She will make a Constitution saving throw with that, so...
Damn it.
Oh.
She just passes.
Aw. But they still take half, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
As she is hit by the light piercing through even to the ethereal plane, Lyshajra reappears. Get out of that. Meanwhile, she is going to point this weird, crooked finger at Amrita, and I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
So many wisdom saves. Do not like. Oh!
You are also not held in place.
Didn't even need the bless.
Very nice.
Let me
All right.
bitch.
You'll kind of squeeze past Amrita here to see where she went. Sees it's right over there. Move that moonbeam right over to her.
Damn it.
Wait. Don't move it straight on top of her. Move it, like, to the back.
Yeah,
So
like
that
she's on the edge of it.
Yeah, so that somebody can actually get up and hit her, because I'm going to be in that moonbeam in a second.
Yeah, fair enough. But yeah, that and Quicken Spell, and I'm gonna cast Eye Snipe on this bitch over here and try and get rid of her as fast as possible.
Oh god.
Don't hit the children.
Don't hit
Fucking try.
Acrio and Cillian.
I'm gonna fucking try.
You will not hit Fulg, however.
Wait.
Wait,
has
no,
bless,
I'm an
doesn't
idiot.
she?
No, I'm a fucking idiot. No, it has an AoE effect. No.
Yes, that's what I said!
Can I switch that over to fucking Firebolt?
Nope, you already rolled it.
I mean, I'll allow it because you missed anyway, so.
But doesn't Asuriel have bless on her?
She does, but
It does.
she will not get that for the penalty of switching spells mid-spell.
Yeah.
It negates bless when you do that. That's how that works.
And back off like this. Like this is sure this is come for
All right.
This is where we read our spells.
What the fuck up, Bobby?
So yeah, Cillian, you see this ice that becomes fire, that becomes nothing, shoot out of Asuriel and just backs up.
Whoa, make your mind up!
I'll just stabby stab.
Okay.
I think that's the right course of action.
Wait, only one of them needs to die, but I still want to kill the Lyshajra.
One of the three.
Yeah, I don't think Fawolg is one of the coven. I think it's just like...
No, but
She totally
no, there are
is.
strands coming out of her towards the Lyshajra.
Were there?
Yeah, there is.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so it is these three.
With a silvered blade, again to the kind of hunched back of this woman, question mark? Maybe? Draw it out with a splurt of blood. She's very bloodied at this point.
And I'll use my bonus action to offhand bonus action strike.
Okay,
Oh.
what is this from?
We're still flanking, we're still blessing.
Yeah, all that add together, it works, so sure. Then that will hit.
So that's...
Isn't it 2d4, not 1d8?
It is, but regardless, yeah.
Effectively works out to the same thing.
Yeah. So
Oh,
yeah,
I guess you can-
points of the
You
pierce.
can't roll one with 2d4, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
it's
you got an
2d4s
8, so it doesn't
typically,
matter.
but
Yeah.
It's fine. It's all good. So yeah, both blades striking with blessings and Acrio's distraction. Now, Amrita, you are able to push past this magic that was trying to lock your body in place and invade your mind. You feel all these presences, and you're able to push it out.
Get up near her and cast Eye Bite asleep.
Okay.
I
Saving
bye.
throw, DC 13.
Oh, please fail. I know she has advantage, but please fail.
Oh,
Damn.
fuck!
One of them was an
I should have just
8.
stuck with my other plan. It's too late. Oh well.
You had planned to use it at one time. This was that time. Unfortunately, both of you, a battle of the minds, casting back and forth, shoving each other away mentally. Neither of you able to affect the other.
I look over at Lyshajra. Oh, I want to use my hammer on her so bad, but I'll turn it and I'll bring it down on. Fuck.
That's her name.
You do have flanking, but a 12 is not enough.
I'll save my human
Screeches like
determination.
flings the bed covers in your face just as you're trying to swing.
Major oofies, bro.
Again, reaching out with this ever-present grin on her face, pulling the coven magic from all three. You start to feel this black crackling in the air. Cillian, you start to feel your frizzy hair go a little bit more afro-like as it's charged with static, and a line directly through all of you as a lightning bolt streaks through the room.
Ooh.
Okay.
Oh
I need
my
everybody to
God.
make a dexterity save.
All right.
Remember your
Whoa.
glasses, folks.
Depending on how this goes as well, is it worth it to do my
I'm gonna
bonus?
use human determination.
Is it worth it to do my bonus action? I mean, my reaction. Sorry, not bonus action. Blood Curse of the Iris. I will post it. If it's
Unfortunately,
not, then-
that does not do anything because it's against attack rolls. This
Okay.
is a spell with a saving throw effect.
I'm gonna
Alright.
spend my hero point to boost that dex save.
Okay.
See if I can make it. 15.
15 unfortunately does not make it.
I think it's 16, yeah.
It is
mine
for the
worth
coven
it?
effect.
Mine's not going to help me either way.
The eyeless does not affect a spell like this.
No, not the eyeless. I was talking about my own hero points. Sorry. That's not going to do anything. I'm not going to do it.
No.
You'd have to get a 16, so rolling a d6 wouldn't get you there.
Yeah, so that's why I'm not going to risk it.
Yeah, Cillian and Asuriel are the only ones who pass this. That frizz in your hair lets you know just in time to tuck and roll. And Asuriel, being a little further away, kind of see this black lightning as it's coming toward you. You duck, and Lorelei right behind you just gets hit with the brunt of it.
No.
It's like, Asuriel, what's going on over there?
All right.
Lorelei, I'm sorry.
Give us the damage. Oh,
I'm gone.
I am also probably going to be gone.
Oh.
Okay, divided by...
That's going to be 17 if it's cut in half.
So that would put me at -10.
You're fine.
So I'm out.
Now keep in mind to reduce your, if you haven't already taken some damage, you do have temp HP, but...
Oh shit,
yeah, that
that's...
takes everything away, including the temp, so I'm down.
Wait, hold on. I need to do maths. My brain not work.
Okay.
HP plus 8.
I'm alive with 1 HP.
Yeah.
With 1! The temp
So-
HP
Inspiring leader for the win.
Yeah,
Cillian, I
I
owe
think... Yeah, I'm down, so...
I do still need to make a...
Does that mean I fail one death
Concentration.
save? If
I'm
that puts
having
me
a
at
brain
that?
fart. Okay, so
I need to
17
beat a
minus
17 DC on my con save.
17 minus 8
My
is...
Yes, Danielle, it won't affect any of your death saves. You're fine.
Okay.
Just enough!
Because I have Warcaster, my concentration,
So I would have had 24.
double 16s. Is that gonna... I don't...
You need
Okay.
a 17.
Yeah, I lose bless. Darn. Hashtag stressed.
Hashtag down.
Really.
Hashtag I'm okay-ish.
I'm think I'm finally
Well,
gonna use that divine favor I have.
Yours isn't 17 because you have 17, so you make your con save, Asuriel.
What? Oh,
Ours is 17 because we took 34 points of damage. Yours is 10 because you took 17 points of damage.
So you just passed, yes.
Yeah, you're fine. We're not.
Oh,
All of that is correct. However, you all watch as Amrita's body just jolts with electricity. And as all of you kind of like squint and blink and regain your composure, still feeling that electric static on you, you look to see her laying unconscious
In a
at
pool
the
of my own
feet
blood,
of this
probably.
witch. There's some blood pooling out, yeah.
I'd say so.
We did not anticipate a fucking lightning bolt.
Yeah, we didn't see that
Ladies
one
and-
coming.
I should have turned into my werewolf instead of using
We,
the eye bite.
we couldn't have known that a
We
fucking
could not have seen
lightning
that
bolt
coming. Yeah.
would just
Alright.
so happen to perfectly line up to hit
Yeah.
everybody. Now,
It's been a good run, guys. It's
does
been a good run.
Fuald also take that lightning damage? Because they're in the
She
path.
does.
Because I've done some violent things to my party members with lightning bolt.
Yeah, Tristan's fully aware of lightning bolt related.
oh, fuck the kids.
She does make it, however, so
Oh,
takes
those kids are
17,
gonna
but
die.
she's a little crispy.
The kids
Crispy.
are gonna die.
Desperately crispy, in fact.
Yeah, what about
Uh,
that one kid, like right there?
The two kids.
They would have been kind of on the edge of it. I don't think they would have been hit by that.
Oh, okay. Right,
But-
thread the needle.
Kid.
Read the children.
Yes, exactly. The needle hath been threaded. Who all's bloodied? That's what I was about to ask.
I'm desperate.
I'm.
Bloody.
I am desperado.
I think I am just at 10% HP, so I don't know if that puts me in desperate or just buff bloodied.
What is your full
40,
HP
I have
max?
41 max, and I have 4 right now.
Then yeah, you're a desperate.
Okay.
So yeah, Lorelei, you are up.
Oh no,
Barely.
what do I do? What
Just
do
heal
I
everybody! Just heal
I,
everybody to max HP right now.
I got healing spells. Okay. Oh wait, we got potions.
Well, Amrita does. I don't have
I
any of them. I gave them to you, Amrita, and Cillian. The blessed people had the potions, which and they are not blessed anymore, by the way.
Oh yeah, I'm down, so of course I wouldn't be.
So I'm gonna bonus action spare the dying and Amrita to stabilize her.
Aw, no death saves.
Shut up! And then I'm going to move up. I don't know what to do. This is indicative of Lorelei's actual panicking as well. She is all over the place. And then I'm going to...
Robin,
What?
calm down.
Shut your mouth. I have anxiety.
I hear your voice.
I
Calm
can feel
down.
the anxiety.
I'm so worried about everyone. I want everyone to be okay.
Well, you know, some people die in D&D.
Shut your mouth.
Lorelei, it's gonna be okay.
Sacred Flame has 60 feet. I'm gonna Sacred Flame Flow.
Yes!
Yeah, she's gonna take all that.
Die, bitch, die.
This close.
Fuck.
Just, and then I'm just gonna move back a bit beside Asuriel. Just like look at it like, this might be it, kiddo.
No, it's not. You can see. We're all coming out of this stupid cave alive.
Either that or I'm gonna see what's so fun about where Lars is right now. That's my turn.
Hit with this blast of radiance, Fulg is just going to duck under, like crawl under the bed, and Cillian, you quickly duck under, and she has vanished. Asuriel, you can still kind of see as she like crawls out from another angle. You can still see where she is. She's not on the ethereal plane. She has just got an intense amount of shrouding magic on her.
Try and point where she is to the best of her ability.
Lyshajra's gonna have to make a con save standing in this moonbeam.
Yep.
Die. Fuck.
Oh well.
Fuck. Well,
It would
damage.
be- That's not bad.
Something.
So half a 17.
Oh, hopefully she doesn't have high dex or high AC.
I mean, AC is not really.
Oh no, for me.
Oh, for you, I got you. Fun thing about that, however, you see her reach in, pull out from her side this bag that it looks like leather at first, but as you're looking at her, Acrio, you can see on the bag the places where it looks like eyes and a mouth stitched shut, and this bag seems to be made of human faces. She reaches in, pulls out this handful of like gravel, and it just starts to launch itself through the room as she's going to cast a magic missile at the three casters in the room.
I think that'll take me down no matter what, because
I'm
AC
at 1
doesn't
HP.
matter.
I'm at 1 HP, so that'll take me out.
Yeah, Lorelei's gonna drop.
I'm
Uh,
auto.
I'm going to roll for Acrio. It's a D4 plus 1.
Fuck.
And for Asuriel.
Still up.
However, I do need to make a concentration check.
Yup.
Moonbeam is still present, which this witch didn't seem to anticipate, as she kind of like leans around the corner, still grinning, but more maliciously than she has in the past. Still standing in the moonbeam, because she had not intended on moving. Asuriel, you're up. You know where Fulg has gone, and you do know that if one of these is killed, the coven is broken.
All right, Lorelei, you're getting healing word, and Fulg is getting a firebolt. There you go. Not the +2 though.
Yeah.
Gonna move over here, and wherever Fulg is, blast.
Yeah, she's across the room, so I'll kind of like crawl out from under the bed over there. But yeah,
Of all the times to crit, now is it, Salty. You know what you have to do.
This is Flame Blade. Why did I click on that? Anyway, it's
Yeah.
still the same.
it's a 2 no matter what. But
you know what? I'm gonna use the. I'm only gonna use the favor. Plus 2d4. Come on.
okay,
Come on. Please.
firebolt, ranged attack.
This is roll fireball again. Okay, so a disadvantage, so that's 14.
Bloodied, her AC is 15.
No!
Do you have any hero points, Salty?
I have a hero point. I do have a hero
Spend
point.
it. Spend it. It's a
Okay,
guarantee.
Well, it's just gonna be a 1.
Yeah,
That's all you
anything
need.
you roll is going to hit as the firebolt, even with disadvantage. She's crawling along the ground, invisible, unseen to anyone. You holding this stone up to your eye, just focusing beam of light. Cillian, who's the only other one really still able to see this, sees this splatter of fire and blood as the crone in this coven is eviscerated.
Oh, yeah.
Lorelei just looks up from the floor like, good one, Asuriel.
And the coven is broken.
Still gonna retreat though. I don't want to be in this bitch's sides. Fuck that.
Okay, shut I'm out.
All of that has gone down, and is finally Cillian up again.
Okay.
Oi,
I'll move-
Cillian!
I'll move here by running around this kid, so he'll get an attack of opportunity. Oh, wrong one.
You just kill
And I die.
yourself.
I die at the feet
You
of
just
this
explode.
bitch.
I'll administer a potion to Acrio.
Okay. It is a 2d4 plus 2.
Did I roll it?
Sure.
Count down one of the
I'll do.
healing potions.
You have
Wait,
to
why
like
do you have them?
pull his helmet
I was just
off
keeping track of the
to
3
get
that
to
I
his face, which
gave.
is all like bruised up, battered inside his helmet, and yeah, force it down his throat, holding his nose shut, but he chokes, sputters a little bit, and eyes come back open.
And
Roll over and I'll yell that I'll get Amrita.
I think that's it.
Are these kids, their posture look menacing?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Okay, I think they can. No, because my AC's an 18 now. They have more of a chance to hit me. I can't get to Amrita. Fuck. You know what? I'm just gonna stand up and punch one of the kids in the gut, try and make them throw up the worm.
Not the first time you have violently expelled one of these things, so give it a try.
Yeah, I'll just.
What is it? Athletics?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, athletics? Okay.
It was either that or just a straight strength. Either way, I'm gonna roll something real quick.
Just start beating kids to a pulp. Just like when I was, just like the simulations.
God no.
Just like in the simulation.
Just like old times.
As that is under what you rolled, you slam this child in the solar plexus. You almost think you feel the rib crack,
They'll live.
the sternum break, but pull just enough for that. However, you feel it double over as she begins to vomit, and you start to see that little white and black worm squirming in the pool on the ground.
Do I get offhand attacks unarmed?
You're just gonna deck it?
Multi-classed in monk.
Deck the next one. Yeah, I'm actually a first level monk, by the way.
Yeah.
Okay, knowing that I have stabilized Amrita, I am a bit more confident. Yeah, I'm gonna move up here. And with the last vestige of magic that I have in my soul, I am gonna point at Lyshajra and just be like, get down, and I'm gonna guiding bolt her in the face. Or I'm gonna try anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Does guiding bolt miss? I don't think it.
It's an attack roll.
It
so
does,
can.
yeah. But that does not miss.
Yeah, that is
Oh my
19
God.
points of radiant
Ooh.
damage, and the next attack has advantage on her.
What the fuck?
46 radiant on guiding bolt, man.
Mhm.
Jesus.
And she shimmers even more so than standing in the moonlight.
I'm gonna limp back into this hallway with Asuriel.
Cool. I'm gonna have the kids. This healed one is just gonna duck away, like trying to get out of all that shit. One of
Fuck
them
that
is going
shit.
to try to bite at Acrio, while the other is gonna rush at Lorelei, which you can make an attack of opportunity if you would like. Acrio to crack this kid in the skull.
I'm gonna try and punch them in the gut too. Right? I'm gonna whip around and try and
Clothesline it.
punch Yeah, punch him in the stomach if I can.
I'm gonna say that's more precise than an attack of opportunity will allow.
Okay.
You can make a weapon attack.
Non-lethal. It's bludgeoning.
It's a kid.
It's a giant
It's
magic.
got
It's
fire.
bludgeoning. It's a child.
You can
Can I
punch her.
grapple? Okay, I'll punch her.
I'll allow a grapple,
Okay, then I'll grapple them.
while the other one is attempting to bite you.
Fuck. Maybe they have
Uh,
shitty athletics.
First one will do the bite. However, this kid is very slippery, gets away from you, and rushes squealing toward Lorelei.
Oh, God.
Yep.
And the
More
ankle
health?
biter that she is. You're only going to take 1 point of piercing damage.
No, I'm fine.
Hey, why would it be even cooler than one lightning bolt?
Two.
Lightning bolts.
Gee, Ricky. Gee, Lyshajra, how come your coven lets you have 2 lightning bolts?
Speaking of Lyshajra, con save in the middle of this moonbeam.
Yeah, so not much. Still get damaged. Fucker. Moonbeam. Oh.
Aw.
So half of 8.
Gonna be like, oh, look at all this skin.
And seeing this shimmer from the guiding bolt that's highlighting her, she will step back into the border ethereal.
Shit.
Yep.
Asuriel, you can still see her.
Alright. Move up to there.
She will move right there. And yeah, it is your turn as you see her looming over Acrio, one of these children, Cillian right there. Currently nowhere you can put your moonbeam without hurting someone else, but you do have other options.
Oh, I don't even know where she is. I was in the bathroom. Fuck, I can't be terrified.
She's gone. You don't even need to know. You can't see her.
You know what? Fuck it. She's gonna get our flame blade. She moves 10 feet. And drop concentration on moonbeam, cast flame blade.
Would she have advantage on this because she can see her?
Allow it.
And
A crumb.
Beam
flame blade.
vanishes.
Can I get out?
Wow.
You know, Jake gets double nat 20s. I don't. I get this. I get this shit.
Scream,
I get
we need to...
double nat 1.
Sir!
Yeah,
You know
all
what?
of the
I have
radiance
inspiration.
of the moonbeam channeling into a flame blade. You swing, but because
And
she is
kill Acrio.
not entirely on this material world, completely unable. Unless you do you have inspiration?
I have inspiration.
Oh,
Fuck it. Fuck it.
You can make
Now's
we
the
get
time.
one
triple
additional
nat
roll.
one.
triple nat 1! Triple nat 1!
Shut the
Triple
fuck
nat
up.
1!
You guys
Wow.
jinxed me. This is your fault. This is your fault.
Oh, it
That's
doesn't keep happening though.
amazing.
Like that happens a lot with us. When we roll inspiration on a roll, it only gives us like 1 better.
That's amazing.
You see
Fuck off.
her Asuriel come up next to you, swinging this blade through the air, but it doesn't look like she's hitting anything.
Yeah.
Let me just delete that and send the new one.
Would this be like attacking an invisible creature, or can't I know, or would it be like?
For you, she's on the ethereal plane. You cannot interact with her because you don't know
That's
where
what I
she
thought.
is, and yeah, even your sense. I mean, Rygan is like screaming in your ear. She's right there, but still.
Yeah. Okay. Then I'll just, for my bonus action, you tell me how this looks. I'll cast Grasping Vine, originating from like hair,
Okay.
and I'll pull the child from Lorelei.
All right.
Grasping Vine, hello?
Yeah, so that kid that he had killed and hit with this wild magic surge like Lorelei had got allowed him a little bit of this fragment of green mana, which he expels, and these vines start to grow up from the ground. Probably the first time Cillian's ever done anything with magic, and it's just been simmering in the back of his head this whole time.
Mm-hmm.
Whoa, you get magical powers for killing kids? I want to kill kids!
My turn! Bang!
It's a wild magic surge, so you don't know if what you're gonna get exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Could be good, could be bad. But yeah, through the stone floor, Jumanji style, these vines just start to grow up, slithering along the ground, yanking this child's feet out from under her, dragging her away. What's it, like 10 feet? I don't even know what Grasping Vine does.
It's 20 feet towards it, but you can make a dex save.
Gotcha. They're, they're not super. Yeah, no, they're gonna fail that. And yeah, just yanked like 20 feet in that direction.
So that's for that, and then I'll hold my action for when she appears. I see Asuriel stabbing here, so I'll just hold hard.
At the top of the round, Lorelei, you start to hear these footsteps from behind you as Myra walks up, shoulder to shoulder with you, clutching this little broom. She closes her eyes, holds it out, and starts speaking this chant. And you start to see all of the children start to drop, and they fall asleep, as she is going to cast sleep on as many of them as she can.
Oh, sick.
And she just looks up at you. I didn't know, I'm sorry.
Just put a hand on her shoulder, be like, it's okay. Don't blame yourself for this. Spit a bit of blood to the side.
Amrita, unfortunately, still unconscious, but still stable. Acrio, you start to see these children falling asleep, but there's nothing else in this room that you can determine can be smashed.
I'm guessing she's not swiping at nothing. I really hope that it can't attack me. I'm gonna move into this space.
She's not.
Okay. I'm gonna just rip off the bottle that's on Amrita.
It probably would have fallen
force
from
feed
like
her.
the side of her pants, like a side pocket next to her bow.
Yeah. To just fucking shove it into her mouth, nose plugged, make her drink it.
Oof.
So, Acrio rolls 2d4 plus 2.
Welcome to the land of the living.
Just like coughing.
Welcome
blood up.
back. I'm gonna use my rest of my movement to pick her up. Can I do that? To her feet?
Sure. Yeah, sure. For this
Sure.
case, I'll
Oh,
Congrats,
yeah,
you're
with an
standing
arm,
up.
just- yep.
Yeah.
Flames
All right.
are gone. Cry, Crimson Right. Yeah, she's in a daze. Ah.
Can I hold my channel divinity? It's an action.
Sure.
because I'm gonna hold that to Path to the Grave on Lyshajra for when I see her, and like as soon as like she appears before anyone else can attack her, so that I can just make it hit really hard. Path to thine grave.
So the next attack has advantage.
No, the next attack, maybe the next attack has advantage, but not from me. But they'd have vulnerability to all of that attack's damage.
Who slapped advantage on her?
Lightning bolts, but that's gone because
That's gone.
Asuriel made an attempt, but it did not connect.
It goes even when you make
It's
an
one.
attempt?
Yeah.
Got it.
See, if those kids are asleep, I'm gonna move. I don't know where to move that's safe. Yeah, I'm just gonna stand there and wait to Path to the Grave to her. Just like this swirling like darkness of shadows around my feet.
Who's going to step around? Asuriel, you're going to be able to make an attack of opportunity.
What the fuck?
Wow! Wow! That's amazing!
What the fuck?
Again, all of you see her just like cutting, hacking, slashing into nothing. Reappears in this space. You can channel your divinity. Lorelei, you have to like spin around to the other side of the room and focus.
Yeah, I just Path to the Grave right on her, like the shadows under my feet shoot towards her.
Shit.
Cillian, I don't think is in range of making an attack held with his short sword. She is going to. She's going to miss as she points a finger at Acrio, attempting a ray of enfeeblement.
Fuck off!
It's going to glance off of that bronze eagle on the chest of your splint armor with the blessing of the forge on it.
It like reflects
For the
off
first
that.
moment, you see the grin across her face just kind of like flicker, just a hair.
Just shoots
And
a hole
Asuriel, you're
through his
up.
face mask.
Hit it with something hard. Hit it with something strong.
That's what I'm fucking trying.
Hit it!
Flame blade. Yes.
And she'll be vulnerable to this.
Oh, that hurts a little bit inside.
So, yes, typically she's resistant to fire damage, so this would negate that, so she's going to take the full 10.
Good to know she's resistant to fire, though.
Yeah.
Not that I could do anything about that. I'm
I should
all
have-
fire.
Yeah, Suriel just rushes, leaps across the bed, slashes her. Burst of sparks, which you would think should, like, cut her in half, but the natural resistances she's built up through pacts with demons, even the angelic vulnerability is negated somewhat as she stands firm. And Cillian, you're up.
Okay, I'll brush over the bed as well, just glancing off the side, getting into the flank
Of course.
position. Soriel. Yeah, stab.
Do it.
Lost creativity with types of stabs.
Plus D4 for flanking.
Yeah, add a d4 to that.
Yeah.
16.
Just misses. As she's going to swing back, do you have anything to add to that?
Yeah, I'll hear her bring up.
You hit like a truck is worth it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Not bloodied yet.
And because you are using a silvered weapon, she is not resistant to silver
Hey.
Ooh, thank you, Acrio.
Yay!
I think that's it.
Did you already use a bonus action?
No, I did not.
You can use an offhand attack then.
Oh, I keep forgetting that I have that.
Don't forget, you do have proficiency on the attack. It will be a +6 to hit. You just don't get any dexterity on the damage. Nice.
Hey.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Hey!
Nice offhand attacks are hitting.
Yeah, and not resistant to that at all. She shrieks, echoing through this cavern. You can see Myra shrinking back because it is horrific, and she's realizing the weight of everything that she was involved in and didn't quite understand before.
How I attack, I link both of them together, stab both of them in, and just pull them apart.
Oh,
Like a pair of
great.
scissors.
Mm-hmm.
chop her head off. Snip, snip.
Yeah, I'm just gonna get up close and personal.
You go on the short side. I'll go on the long side. I'll tell Amrita, shouting, blood-curdling shouts.
What's the short side? That short side or the
Short side.
Yeah, the short
I
way to
should
her, and
say-
he'll go the way around.
Oh, yeah.
When Cillian pulls that scissor maneuver, slicing through her back, she is bloodied.
Okay.
Just
I'm
now?
gonna go. Oh, if it wasn't so risky, I would freaking.
Blood maledict or whatever
Uh,
deals damage to you.
I was debating on transforming again, but I don't think I will
Ooh.
do that. So, I'll just stab, I guess. Man, I wanted it to be whatever. Wait. Yeah, I'll go ahead and just use my hero point and see what happens. Oh, thank God.
Hey.
That is definitely gonna hit.
Yes! Fuck you.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Oh damn, is that max damage?
Ooh. Amrita's not
Nice.
here to fuck around.
Yeah, I'm not. Duh.
Oh.
She's not. Please.
Oh my girl.
Gripping
Please.
this saber taken from the mantelpiece of the cabin you left. Thinking of its true owner flashing through your mind, you just rip through the side. She is resistant to this non-enchanted weapon, but it's a major gash regardless because you put everything behind it.
I meant what I said when we came here, that you would die.
I will move here. Hammer. I'm dead regardless, so can I just drop the shield in two-hand?
Sure.
All right. If
Oh, the gauntlets are off.
breathe on me and I'm gonna die. I'm just.
No flanking needed.
Oh,
And that is enchanted, so 12.
oh, does even the fire ignore?
Oh,
it when-
the fire, sorry, is cut in half to 1, so that is 10.
Move back to this door, and I'm going to try and singe her with something that is a bit spicier than fire, and I'm going to sacred flame her face. There's only
Advantage,
4,
magic
but it's something.
resistance. Well, she's
Oh,
too focused
wait.
with being cut and sliced, scissored, hammered, flame bladed. Yeah. With
I'm
liners.
literally tapped of everything. I've got nothing else.
I'm gonna need everyone who is around her to make a Constitution saving throw as she reaches into the bag, pulls out this like egg, and crushes it in her hand. And as she does, a thunderclap or a thunder wave,
Fuck.
just the crackling sound erupts around you all.
I don't like that Asuriel rolled high because that means I'm gonna roll low. Yeah.
Shut up,
Do you
it's
have,
average.
you don't have human?
I used it.
Aw.
Yeah,
I don't have
so
like
you are the
80
only one
million
that
luck
fails,
points.
casting this at second level.
Really possible I am gonna be too.
Most of you take 8 points, whereas Acrio is blasted back.
I'm down.
I'm back down too.
Please!
Shit.
No!
But I'm okay.
Bloody
I'm unconscious.
But isn't that...
Did Asuriel ever go unconscious, or did she stay conscious this whole time?
She's been conscious this whole time.
Okay, then I need Amrita and Acrio to both roll a d100 for me, please.
Lingering injuries.
Great.
No! I was worried
Oh.
about this.
I don't know which one's worse, really low or really high.
One of them is bad.
No. Why did I get 100?
100, Jesus. Never seen that.
Okay. So, Amrita, from this, it's... Don't worry, you rolled the good thing on this one.
Oh,
Because
fuck,
The
no.
100, it's a minor scar, and I'm gonna let you describe where she gets scarred from this. Doesn't have
What
any
is it-
effect other than just being, you're gonna take a scar from it. Yeah. So
Oh, no.
Cillian and Lorelei are the only ones conscious to see as Acrio's body is blasted back. The others hit the ground, skidding across the floor. He flies through the air, hits the ground, and then a moment later, you see the lower part of his shield arm hit the ground in a not connected place.
My arm!
Disconnected at the elbow.
Oh, Lorelei just screams. Oh.
As Asuriel needs to make a death saving throw.
God, fuck! I shouldn't have dropped constant.
Success.
Jacob Isaiah.
And Cillian, you're up. There are no
Mhm.
allies near you, however, other than your geists.
No. Okay. Then I'll just move to Asuriel, grab her potion, and feed it to Amrita.
Alright. 2d4 plus 2.
Judgment call.
Okay.
Valid one.
Nothing
Amrita's
personal. It's
going
just
to
rolls are higher.
regain 7.
Shut up. It's fine. I'm tapped out of magic, so honestly, I understand.
That's what I thought.
And it's Amrita's turn as she regains consciousness. This herbal plant taste in your mouth.
She stands up and staggers to her feet, looking at Cillian, and I imagine as she turns her head, he kind of like sees like there's some kind of cut that's across the left side of her ear and just down the face and the neck a little bit, and she looks back at the witch and growls at her, and she's gonna transform and claw attack the witch.
Standing up from her feet right next to Cillian, he can see the claws forming from her arms, the hair down her hands, the face as it becomes wolf-like, covered in black fur. And yeah, make your claw attack. She is bloodied. Yeah. Acrio is unconscious. I need you to make a death saving throw.
Nice.
Very nice.
I'm really glad that wasn't a 20, or I'd have
I
to
lost the
wake
other
up.
one.
Lorelei.
She's gonna storm over, almost trampling Asuriel in the process. She doesn't really pay much attention, and like spinning the moon silver flail. She's just gonna reach her other arm like back towards Acrio and spare the dying on him.
Mm-hmm.
And then she's going to. I'm nervous. I'm really shaky today. Sorry, guys. I'm just like.
My hands are sweaty.
But then I'm going to.
I lost an arm. I can only have one sweaty hand.
But then I'm going to take the moon silver flail and just try and crack her upside the head with it. And that's
Okay.
at advantage, and it'll do an extra
Mhm.
d8 of damage.
Even flanking with Amrita.
Yeah. I got that.
There's too much.
There's too much going on. She's thrown back to different places. This is too much for her right now.
Mm-hmm.
My heart can't take any more of this session.
Yeah. You go to swing, charged with the mana you had been using to bless the other creatures, but as it moves through the air, there's nothing in front of you, as she will leave the visible world.
Fuck.
Shit.
Asuriel not stabilized.
No.
You're gonna have to make another death save.
Fail.
Don't get hit.
Cillian's up.
Cillian, you might want to move.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cillian, you want to
over-
move.
This is a dead
Cillian's
end,
the only
right?
healthy one.
Which way? No, that loops around. Both directions eventually lead out of this place.
Okay. That's too bad. I'll move here. I'll hold my action for a needle.
And Rita, you need to make a sanity saving throw.
Ah.
Staring down Lorelei across from
Child.
where your target had been, your blue and brown eyes meeting the steel gray, and you just kind of huff, maintaining control over yourself.
Yeah, she steps back, and Amrita's gonna probably move over here, just like, we gotta find her, see where she's at.
Only Asuriel can.
Like, I just threw myself all the way in this corner when I'd still be, like, right here.
You would only been like 15 feet, but yeah. Acrio, stable, but unconscious on the ground, near his other arm.
Oh, good, because that would have been a fail.
I'm gonna use my bonus action to spare the dying on Asuriel, and I'm gonna move to the door as well.
Okay. Yeah, Cillian standing next to Myra. You don't feel anything. You know, things in the border ethereal can just pass through walls if necessary, solid objects. So you really don't know.
I'll just say, can you do anything to Myra out of desperation, knowing the answer is no?
Yeah, she won't answer immediately. Amrita, there's nothing to track as you're searching this room frantically. Third eye, wolf senses, nothing's picking up anything.
Damn it, I don't know where she is. Coward! I'm gonna move further over here to these rocks, because she's just looking rapidly.
Yeah, I do need you to make another sanity save if you're staying in your full form.
For now, yeah.
Lorelei, standing at the door. Again, there's no sign of anything. Everyone's stable. Children are sleeping. Myra starts to look back, see just like a tear running down her cheek.
I'm gonna wait there and hold a sacred flame. And I'm just gonna look back at Myra and then to Cillian. This might be it. You might want to run while you still can.
Cillian, as you glance down at Myra, kind of wipes her nose, looks up at you. She's gone. I can't feel her anymore. I think she's gone.
Something. Or can I react to every song initiative?
Yeah, you can go ahead and react with nothing really to combat. Drop out of that. And I will give you one reaction before we drop the curtain on this week's session.
I just sort of look around the room, look back into the cave, thinking about something. Lorelei? Lorelei. That's something.